Hello, hello, hello to you. How are you, Kokiro?
Very good, Danielira. How are you?
I'm good too. Good, good.
I'm gonna manage my vocals. If AI is stealing my voice, I'm gonna try to be super careful about it.
I think it's just a doppelganger.
So I'm not gonna talk today. I'm just gonna, from now on, the videos, only you talking
No,
until they
so they
steal your
can use
voice.
me. Yeah,
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
yeah.
That's sort of
So
like a dumb inside joke, because Fer, this was actually Fer, the one that brought it up.
yeah,
A few, I'm gonna say like over a
weeks.
week ago or a
Yeah,
couple
some
of
weeks
weeks
ago.
ago.
Even I would say a month.
No, 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 it's a little too
Because
much.
it was before you traveled to the
Oh,
Rome.
maybe?
Yep,
Maybe.
to the Rome.
To the
No, I was
Rome.
gonna say to
A
the
la
Rome
Roma.
workshop. No.
Yeah, so she showed me a voiceover for an Amazon Prime, like Latin
Like an
America
ad.
video. Yeah.
And she was like, Dad,
Where the voiceover, she was like,
I
Dad.
was sure this was you.
Yeah, I don't know how she got to that for some reason, but
No, she
she's.
told us TikTok. She was just scrolling and it was
Yeah.
an ad on TikTok. And she
Yeah,
was like,
and she was like, that sounds like you.
Mhm.
And I didn't make anything of it when she showed it to me. I was like, yeah, that's funny. That sounds like me.
We just like laugh about
Yeah,
it.
we laughed. But then a couple of people wrote to me, and they were like, we thought this was you. And then I
There's
heard
more
it.
than one ad.
Right. And then I heard it again, and I was like, wait, this is not like, it's not as if you meet somebody and it's like, oh, yeah, this, you sound like me. No, no, no. This is like, this could be me. This
And
is
you've
one of
been,
those things that you go like, yeah, this could be me.
I
There's
mean, it
like,
has like a little different thing in the way they do the pronunciation of the words, but the tone of the voice, it's you.
I
And you've tried to like read the words that they're reading.
I read them to
it
you,
sounds
and it sounds
exactly
exactly the same.
Exactly, yeah.
And I was thinking, I can't do that for anyone else in this world. Like,
No.
if you ask me to talk like my brother, I can't.
No.
If you ask me to talk like some of my best friends, I can't. Like,
No, of
it's
course
impossible for
not.
me. I could imitate them in a very caricaturesque way,
Yeah, but
but
you'll never get the
no, no,
tone of
no.
voice
But
because that's the
I'm,
weird part
yeah,
of it.
but I'm listening
But
to this
it even
now.
has, I'm sorry, like the same grasp.
The same inflection, everything.
Yeah.
Like, they will emphasize like different words in the same way I would, which is really baffling to me. Like, it's so strange to hear somebody say something and you really deep down feel like that sounds
That would
exactly
be
like my
me.
voice, and
Yeah.
that's almost exactly like I would say it.
Yeah.
It's really strange. I'm not exaggerating here. It's like super peculiar. So much so that I've been talking to like my friends, and we were talking with my family this morning, and I was like, could this be like AI? Like, could this be like one of those things that, some people just found, okay, voice of somebody in YouTube. And yeah, we like that voice, even though, I've never done VO for anything. But they were like, yeah, we like that voice. Let's just, machine learn it.
Never done VO.
Like
Of course.
professional VO.
No, but you've
I'm
done.
a professional and I've done VO, but I haven't done professional VO.
Yeah,
I
but
don't think my voice is
I mean,
good
if
for any
they
of that.
want to use you for voice, like a VO
They could hire me.
AI, no, they have hundreds and hundreds
Lawsuit
of videos.
incoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have enough videos in Spanish for any algorithm to machine learn from it.
Yeah.
So for sure. Yeah, for sure. I
And
think
they have.
you could do like a pretty decent job at learning.
Yeah.
And I'm in my brain. I mean, this is not. It's not as if I'm not gonna lose any sleep from this, but I was thinking like, this is weird. Like, I get it now. I get it how people, people. I mean, this is just like a tiny little weird thing, and it very may well be just another human being that sounds exactly like me.
I'm sure it is someone.
Yeah, but I think we could be good friends.
No, I mean,
I want to talk to this person.
I would like you
I want
to
to be
find
friends
the
with this person.
Yes, so you
and
can
I
meet.
want to love him.
Okay. I guess
A little too
it
much.
would be very cool if you
I
could
think it would.
meet
I
and
would
just,
love to
like-
do an interview,
Yeah.
and I would be like, let's just talk. And
I think it's very complicated to find the person who did it
I
because
think
it's also.
I mean,
it
I
was-
want to do this.
It's an ad from Prime Video
Yeah, but they gotta
Latin
hire.
America.
Yeah, who
No.
knows who they hired to do some of that?
So maybe it's not from here, Or maybe it's a
I think it's a
Colombian. No,
Colombian.
but wait. Maybe it's a Colombian living outside of Colombia.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah, but it's
if you get in
like,
contact with that person, for sure,
of course,
it would
but
be very funny.
the
It would be.
complicated thing is to get in contact with the person, to
I think.
know who the person
I think
is.
if I mean, I don't know people like in a lot of production and stuff like that. I know a few people, but I think if you made it upon, like, if you made that the task of your life, you
Oh,
could
you could
find
find
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could
I've
for sure
told you
find it.
about a very cool story. It was very cool for me. I
Okay.
mean, it's the kind of stories that I love.
Okay, yeah.
So I think I've told you before. I'm
I'm
sure I've told you
I
before,
don't know
but
where you're going, but yes, I'm gonna say yes,
I've
even though I
told
have
you
no idea.
about a person who
Okay.
lost their phone, and it
Mm.
was connected to
Oh,
iCloud,
yeah, yeah. You told me this story. Yes,
and
yes.
some pictures of a man with
Yeah, this was
oranges
very famous like
back
four
in the
years ago,
days.
maybe
No, way
five.
more. No, way more. Let me check out. No, it was like way more. Let me see.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
hilarious. Internet coming together.
Um. So it's this one.
Yeah.
2015.
I mean, I wasn't that off.
I
8
mean,
years ago, I said 4. You're right. You're right. Twice as that. I mean, now we make it sound like 8 years is like.
well, but
I said
between
4.
4 and
Well,
8.
but 4.
No,
I
because
think
I remember
4.
that was before I met you. So that's why I know.
Okay. Oh, well, yeah,
That's a good
maybe.
way of measuring time.
Maybe
And
I
we've been
remember it
together
like
for
this
a
was
lot.
one of those things that you showed
I
to
told you,
me,
yeah.
and I just associated with like our life together. But, pandemic I think doesn't count. Like trying to think of how long ago things were pre-pandemic doesn't count. Doesn't count. But I've also noticed, like, for Samu and Fer, if you tell them 3 years ago, they think they were embryos.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my god, mammoths were roaming the world.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
But
For me,
it
you
makes
tell me
sense
like
because they've
1995, and I'm like, that was yesterday.
and I was born.
That was yesterday, and
And
you
I
were
was born,
Stardust.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting story. So he had his phone. It was stolen. That's not the interesting part. But he had the phone logged into his iCloud.
Yes.
So it was in 2014,
2013.
14,
14. So 9
in
years ago.
East Village, in a bar
Yeah.
where he got the phone stolen. And then,
And I guess this was a moment, just to contextualize it a little bit, where people didn't really understand what the cloud was that well. Like, they didn't understand that if you took pictures and it was connected to
no, but
something that
you're
was called the
spoiling it.
cloud.
Wait, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But, and yes to that, but I don't know if, for example, the track my phone, like,
I just think people
track
weren't.
my iPhone or
I just
whatever
think
it
it wasn't
is.
so ubiquitous as we think of it
So,
as now, as
1
today.
month later, I think it was 1 month later,
Mm-hmm. Yesterday.
he started seeing some photos of a random guy with some oranges
Mm.
in his phone, in his new phone. And he was like, what is this? I've never took these photos. Because I think that, if I'm not wrong, I mean, I read this like long time ago, but he was like, why is there like tons and tons of photos of a man posing with some oranges or some like oranges, like an orange tree? I've
Mhm.
never took these photos. And
Mhm.
then he realized it was because of the iCloud.
Yes.
So he started looking for the phone. Oh, before that, so I'm seeing it here. So he saw that there were some like fireworks, and he was like, "Wait a minute, it's not here." So
I
he
love
was
that you're
like,
telling this story and it's like a 10-year-old story, but no, you're right.
"Maybe
Maybe
someone
people don't
doesn't."
know it. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if someone knows or if someone is into the story. I don't know, but I'm gonna continue.
Please. As if
Uh,
it was like today.
yeah. So he was like, "Wait a minute, I think this is Chinese."
Okay.
Like the letters of a celebration.
Yeah, like Chinese New Year's or something.
Yeah, I mean there were like fireworks, and there's like an image with a como una cartelera, como una
Yeah.
like a banner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was like, where's my phone?
Oh,
And
dude, where's my phone?
I think, let me check.
Check, please.
Um, so I think he went to Twitter because I
Okay.
can't read all the things right now. I could share it.
Just
It's
say it
like
how
a
you remember it,
BuzzFeed
and
story. Yeah.
yeah,
So
correct us if
he
we're
did
wrong.
like a Twitter or something. So he went to social media
Yeah.
and he was like, "Hey, I want to know who this person is. Like, I need to know who this person is."
Yeah.
And he started like uploading some of the photos
Yes.
that had been in his phone. Because also, I
On the
think that,
cloud, yeah.
yeah, he realized, wait a minute, if I'm getting his photos, he's getting my photos too. Because we're sharing the iCloud.
Yes.
So, um,
I would be sending like little messages. Where are you? Like
yeah.
I would just write on like
Oh,
little
that's a
pieces of
good one.
paper.
That would be very cool. And then he became like the trending topic in China. He was
That's
like
amazing.
the viral thing in China. It says Matt Stopper A. That was the username. He was
Okay.
like the trending topic. And everyone was like looking for him. And then he, like, they knew who that person was. And they introduced both of them.
That's
So it
amazing.
was called Brother Orange. That's how they called
Yeah. So
themselves.
apparently someone had stolen his phone
And then
and
they
then
sold it,
resold it
and it
in
ended up in
China.
China.
Yeah, it's not that the dude was the actual dude that stole
No,
his
no,
phone.
no. He bought the
Is the dude
phone.
that, yeah, this happens here a ton. You know,
Yeah.
you could buy like a secondhand phone or you could buy it off the internet and you don't know if it's
Yeah,
stolen.
so they started like talking, and
Best
they
friends.
they were still like taking photos. And I mean, they were like sharing all the photos, and they started talking, and the Brother Orange was like, "Hey, you should come to China."
Yeah.
And he was like, "You know what? I'm going to China." And I think that there were people like interested in the story. So he would like tweet something and people would answer in Chinese to him. So he knew that there were people into the story. Like, it was funny for some people, but he never thought that people were gonna just like he was gonna be like a celebrity over
Yeah.
there. So it's super funny because he was in the airplane and someone passed like a letter,
Mm-hmm.
like, "Are you the Brother Orange?" And he was like, "What is this?" Look, like, yeah, like, "Are you Matt?" Well, whatever. And then he arrived to, no, because I'm not gonna
Oh
read
my
it all,
God,
but it was
Danny.
like a letter that someone
Okay.
sent him in the in the airplane. And then he arrived to the airport, and there were like news reporters.
Amazing.
He was the Brother Orange was with some flowers. There were like people just like clapping and cheering because he was there. So
Did he get his
he
phone
was like
back?
a celebrity. Never, no.
What?
No, it's Brother
Wouldn't you
Orange's
give him
phone.
like the phone back?
No, of course not.
Really? You wouldn't have given him like it's his phone, it got stolen.
No.
I would have given the phone back. Of course.
And he was
I'm
picked up
sure.
in this car that
Yeah.
had like Brother Orange printed on it.
Yeah.
And the Brother Orange had a restaurant, and now the restaurant was called like Brother Orange because it had been such a big thing there that he was a celebrity there without him knowing. So
That's
it
very
was
nice.
crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna share the link.
I don't know if my story is
It's
gonna
not
end up
never like
something
that,
like that.
but
No?
it just reminds me of that,
You
and
stole my
I love it.
phone. Mine is like you stole my voice.
Could you imagine if the person looks like you?
I mean, I
If you're like,
I
wait a
I
minute,
have some questions then.
mom,
Yeah.
mom, who is he? Yeah. So here's the story. Someone wants to see it.
I would have a lot of questions, yes.
Um, let's see. So, um, so we should say hi. So,
Yes. Should I
Omo,
say what I'm doing? Because I haven't really
if you want to,
um
you don't have to, but if you want to.
well, let's say hi and then
No,
I'll
go ahead. I was
talk
joking.
No, 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 I'm not kidding. No, no, no. Let's first say hi and then I'll talk a little bit. While I'm, I'll keep on painting, but I'll
Okay. So
speak a little bit of what I'm doing after.
Omomeno.
Okay, try to like
Omomeno.
okay.
was saying yo.
Yo.
So hello, o momento. Marcelo Peralta was saying hi, Chili and chat. Hi, Danny and Nico. Hey, Marcelo, how are you? Marcelo was saying, Nicolas, did you sold your voice likeness to Hollywood recently?
You know, I should be in the SAG and actor strike. So,
Actor.
yeah, well, voice actor.
Mm.
You know, I'm sure the voice actors are in that strike too.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if that's
Yeah,
true.
I don't know.
No. They have, because of video games. I know this.
No, because you
They
said.
have gone on strike for times before because they get paid like miserably. I mean, probably the most famous ones get paid a lot, but usually not that like the working force that is like voice actors. They don't get paid that well, and it's probably even sadder. I mean, sadder, I guess, for the voice actors that have been doing this for like super super long, that then they ask just an actor to because of name recognition
Yeah.
and stuff and publicity, you're probably going to get way better like attention if you have like a really well-known actor
Yeah,
just
like Ellen
lending their voice.
DeGeneres in Nemo.
Yeah, or Tom
something
Hanks
like
being
that.
like
Yeah.
Woody or but yeah, but those are just famous actors, but there's voice actors that are tremendous. They're
Yeah.
so good for video games, but
And
they
for cartoons and everything.
yeah,
I
exactly,
mean,
for animation too, cartoons. So yeah, so they've gone on strike because again, there's video games that get, that make, tens or hundreds of millions of dollars, and they get paid, $10,000, $5,000. I mean, for gigs that it's not as if you can be a voice actor for every month. Like
and it's
there's
not like you
always
can
something.
multitask
Yeah,
while doing that. It's like a lot of work.
yeah, but it's not like, yeah, I did this job and it paid somewhat well, but it's like, okay, but now I have to worry about the next 10 months of the year.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Stephen Black
yeah.
was saying, loving this series, so fun.
Oh, thank you.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm having a
Steven,
lot
how
of
are
fun.
you?
Again, Jeremy Sorrell is responsible for all of this. He was the one because I did one of my boxers that I've always loved to do with it like this vintagey kind of vibe to them, but also like Phil Hale-ish and just a lot of stuff that I love. And honestly, I was just trying to get into the groove of just finding stuff that I'm excited about regarding form and gesture and distortion and all the things that I like. And Jeremy was the one who said like, dude, you could do like a Punch Out series. And I was like, hell yeah. I mean, I grew up with Punch Out. We never owned it because I don't think my mother really understood like video games. I mean, God bless her. She's amazing. She's the best mom ever. Um, but yeah, it's not as if we could say, Mom, like, could you get Mike Tyson's Punch Out for us? She probably thought like, oh my God, what is this violent, video game? Mike Tyson, no.
No, and she would forget maybe the whole name.
Everything.
And she would get like,
she would get a punch card.
Yeah.
She would get like a Subway punch card.
Or she would get whatever game. She's like, something about a punch.
Yeah. That was my mom.
Yeah.
I mean, always meaning well, but
Yeah.
you could tell that people in video game stores would have totally taken advantage of my mother not knowing exactly, the game that she was looking for. But eventually we did rent it. We would go to this one place, near your house actually. Well, your last where you last lived.
With the
140 en Cedritos.
Okay, yeah. I thought you were not gonna give the information.
Well, that's not where you lived.
No, but I was gonna say in the mall that's near there. But no, you gave it all. So yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a street. It's one of those street malls. Like it's one of those tiny little places. But they had. I mean, it was this one place that rented out movies and it rented out like NES games. We were there every single week. Like, I think we were there every single week. And we would, continue renting whatever we had, what we had rented, or we were getting new games. And I remember then playing, like, it was then that I could play Contra because we never owned Contra. Again, my mother, one time we asked for Contra because that was the video game that everyone was playing. And she bought this video game that nobody played that was called POW, like Prisoners of War. That was so lame. It was so terrible. And every single person in my school was like, "Oh, Contra and the code and how, could you beat it? Could you beat it without like the 99 lives?" Um and I had no idea what they were talking about, and I was like, "Now I have POW." And that's the story of my life. Yeah, I wanted cleats to play.
You wanted?
Yeah,
Cleats?
I wanted cleats to play soccer, to play
Pero-
football. And everyone. This is a time where if you had black cleats, that was cool. Nobody was wearing cleats that were, different colors or different. Nobody. It didn't exist. My mother got me white cleats.
Wit? Because
What?
you've told me. It had.
No. White cleats. Like cleats are for
But
football.
you had something.
Yeah, and then I wanted like
with
black
a
Reeboks.
sparkly.
I wanted those black Reebok boots.
Yeah.
And my mother went to like a bootleg place here in Colombia, and because that's where you would go, because
Yeah.
when I was young, like you couldn't import these shoes. Like if they imported them, they were incredibly expensive. So she got me a white with like green little accents
Sparkle.
and with sparkles. So I would tell, this was my mother. I would be like, "Mom, I would fucking love, those boots, those black boots with Velcro that everyone was wearing for Reeboks. Mom, I so want one of those." And she's like, "Reeboks, I got it. You don't have to tell me anything else. I
Yeah.
got it." What did I get for my birthday?
The
White,
sparkly. Yeah.
white, not boots, just white sneakers, green, like mint green accents, sparkles. Like iridescent sparkles.
I'm thinking
My
about.
mother was amazing, and I wore them. But I remember I would wear them, and it was like an invitation to get bullied in school. It was like, "Yeah, okay, give it to me." It's like, "Yes, you have the black cool shoes. I am sparkles."
When I was in high school, I wanted a BlackBerry, but it was
Blackberry,
very
okay.
expensive
High
at
school.
the time. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Or no, maybe middle school, because in high.
Middle school.
What? Yeah.
Well, yeah, cell phone in middle
Middle
school.
school, ¿qué es middle school? ¿Qué año es? So
Like
I was at school,
Fed.
in my school. No,
Okay.
maybe a little bit older.
Yeah, I just no, and I'm acting like, "Oh my god," and my kids have phones, so don't worry.
And iPads and everything.
Yeah. So
No, but I mean, in my time,
in my time,
I remember that. No, I was in high school.
Yeah. I'm kidding.
Yes, of course, I was in high school.
Okay.
I wanted a BlackBerry,
Okay.
and I remember my dad was like, "Danny, but it's expensive. I think it would be hard for me to get it." And I wanted it because you could chat
Yes.
with the BlackBerry app, whatever it was. I forgot the
People
name.
had what were they called?
It was like the BlackBerry.
Yeah, but you have to know the number of the other person. right?
Yeah.
Do you remember what was that
No.
called? I don't remember.
I don't know if someone here maybe knows.
No, I
Um,
never had, like, this was a time in my life where I just had my Nokia,
The pin.
the pin.
Dame el pin.
Right, the
Yeah,
pin.
yeah.
This was a time where I was just like, I didn't believe in smartphones.
So it was called BBM, the chat.
I never believed in that. I was like, this is a fad.
And I wanted that. And I remember I had some friends. Yeah, friends that were like, "Oh, yeah, give me your pin, give me your pin." And I was just like looking at my phone with the antenna, whatever, how you say it.
Yeah.
Why are you looking like that?
No.
How do you say it?
No, antenna, but
Antenna.
no,
I'm
no,
sorry.
but I'm just trying to. My dad
So,
had one with an antenna.
I had it too, and I loved it. And I had one.
You could
It
have
was
had a Nokia.
Motorola. No, I had one. And then they had another version. Like the newer version
Oh my
didn't
God.
have the antenna.
Okay.
So I just untwisted the antenna and I took it out so it looked new.
Oh my
But
God!
you
yeah,
couldn't
let's-
hear
Let's
anything.
sacrifice. let's sacrifice what the cell phone is good for.
So I remember I
For the
carried
sake of like, yeah, I got the,
the
new one.
phone in one pocket and
Oh
the
my-
antenna in the
Oh,
other.
yes, for emergencies.
So if I had to call my mom,
That
I
is
had
so
to
good.
twist the antenna.
That is why the aliens are not communicating with us.
So I wanted the BlackBerry, and
Yeah.
my dad was like, "Danny, I couldn't afford the BlackBerry, but I got you
But I
this
got you
one."
this antenna.
No, it looks like a BlackBerry, but it was like a
Okay.
Chinese phone. So it didn't have the pin. So I was like in big trouble in my school because I was like, Now I have a phone that looks like a BlackBerry, but if
What's
someone
your
asks,
pin?
yeah,
I'm just,
I was
you
like,
know what?
yeah,
I'm
I don't
private.
know,
I'm a
yeah.
private person. Don't ask me for my pin.
Yeah, so I remember that.
Oh,
And
poor your dad. Your
no,
dad's
and I
amazing.
loved it. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I was
right.
super grateful. No, and
It's
I
like you grew to love it, but I'm
no, no,
sure
no.
that.
I was like, "Dad, I love it. Thank you."
Oh, yeah,
And he
right.
was like, "Then we'll see if we can get a BlackBerry." And I was like, "Yeah, it's perfect."
Mm.
But I remember I was like, "How do you like put the BB app?" So I
Yeah.
asked one of my friends because I was super naive. I was like, "Okay, maybe I can download it."
No, that's
And I
a.
remember that she started looking at my phone and she was like, "Wait, this is like a super weird BlackBerry."
Wait, are you
Yeah.
poor?
No, and I was like,
Wait.
"Is it? Maybe it's because it's new." Because I was
Yeah.
nervous, so I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
maybe it's
Oh, I
new."
love those moments.
Yeah. So then we realized with some friends that
Yeah.
it had something. I mean, it was giving like Chinese phone everywhere because it had like a voice modifier in
Yeah.
the colors.
Amazing.
So I loved that.
Okay, so
And
yeah, I mean, it had something
it
that
had
was pretty
fun
cool.
things. Yeah. So I could call you and
Yeah.
I could
No,
put
you
like
couldn't
filters. Well, yeah.
because you took out the antenna.
And you could put filters and you would put like, it said like male voice one,
Yeah.
kid voice, whatever. So I did that. And I remember a friend of mine was like, "Oh no, but my BlackBerry doesn't do that."
So, because
What
you're
reference?
poor.
No, what reference is it?
Yeah, what model?
And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know." Mm. And I was always so scared. But then I said,
And
like, it's not a BlackBerry. It's like something similar. But
a
everybody,
blueberry.
but I think everybody knew. I
I'm
mean,
sure. If
yeah,
people are mean, I'm sure they did.
yeah. And it happened a lot of times that I was like I took my phone out and someone was like, "Oh, give me your pin," and I had to just like give
I don't
my
have a
story.
fucking pin.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. It's from San Andresito. So yeah,
that's perfect.
yeah. But afterwards, I had a BlackBerry.
I would love for human beings to be, because that is such a thing that happens to people, like to kids, like teenagers when you're growing up, that you're just so ashamed of certain things that I think as adults, you would just laugh. You would just be like, look at this fucking phone.
Yeah,
Or you would be like, okay, I couldn't buy that, but look at this voice like
yeah. But
modified.
when
Like,
you're a kid, no.
yeah,
And I
give me
remember,
your pin.
yeah, and with my friends, I was like that because I remember with the friends I discovered the voice changer thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what this phone is. It's so weird. Like, let's just check it out. And we started doing that and we realized that. And it was just so funny. We would just like dial different numbers,
Yeah.
like random numbers at recess. And we would call like someone and put like a weird voice. And I don't know, it was dumb and funny. But I wasn't ashamed with those friends. But I feel that when you're a kid or like you're starting to be a teenager,
Yeah.
people can be very mean.
Yeah,
And it's like,
that
"Oh,
is
that's
life.
not a BlackBerry." So it's like you're out of the tribe because you don't
Yeah.
have it. So yeah, I had my blueberry and
And
was
you were out
super,
of the tribe.
yeah, but it was amazing. And then I had my BlackBerry. Yeah. So where were we?
I forgot. I really did.
Cacaíto Pelón dice hello, hello, hello. ¿Cómo van Dani Coco y Chili Bean? ¿Cómo siguió Chilita Dani? Ay, Cacaíto, I don't know if you know this. I'm going to say it in English.
Yeah.
So, I had a big scare. ¿Sí se dice así?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it ended up not being
It was
much,
nothing,
but it was a scare at
but I was very scared at the
Yes.
beginning because we were at Nicolas' mother's house, and I went out to
Walk
the
Chili.
park,
Yeah.
with Chili. And when I was getting into the house, yeah, Chili took a bite of a bee, and the bee stung. ¿Cómo se
Yeah,
dice?
it stung her.
Stung her in the, I don't know how to say,
Tongue, not the
Tongue.
not the thong.
in the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was very scared because she's tiny. So you could see the sting. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
aguijón?
I forget. Yeah.
The
Sting,
sting?
yeah.
Yeah. In her tongue. This is like a tongue twister for me.
Oh, but you're doing great.
You could see it in her tongue,
Yeah.
and it was huge for her little tongue.
It was.
Tongue.
I mean,
Tongue.
you could see it. Yeah.
Oh, it was huge, Nicolas. For her?
I mean, it wasn't a huge bee. It was just that for Chile, anything is big.
No,
So
and she was in pain.
yes, she was probably like very. She
Scared
probably
and
didn't understand what had just happened.
yeah. So we went to the vet. We went running to the vet. Of course, I cried because I was very scared. And they gave her 2 shots
Yeah,
of vodka.
antihistamine. Yeah, vodka. She's like tequila. Oh, she's Mexican.
Yeah,
I'm
and they were
sorry.
saying if she had a reaction. She didn't,
No.
which is amazing.
Yeah, it's
But she did poo when they got the sting out. And
yeah,
the
she
doctor
was
said
probably
that
very stressed.
yeah, and the doctor said, I guess it's because it was hurting a lot. So, yes, I was very scared, but she's all right now.
She is
She's
perfect.
perfect. Yeah. But I was very scared. So, yeah. Yes, Kakaito. But she's doing great now.
Yes.
Mm, Guy Bailey was saying 3 months. Now I'm joining live. Hope you're both well. Missed your channel. Hey, Guy, how are you? What are you doing right now? What have you been up to? Catherine was saying, hi, everyone. Glad to catch you all. Hey, Catherine.
Hey, Catherine.
Gustavo Ramos was saying, hi, Nicolas and Danny. This talk about the voice really reminded me of the book The Double by Jose Saramago.
Oh, yeah.
Have you read it?
Yes, I did.
I haven't, I have to
Yeah,
say.
yeah. It's very good. I actually really like Saramago's.
I really like Saramago too, but I've never read that one. So,
It's very
Oh,
good.
oh, I'm sorry, what?
I think I have it back at my mother's, so I
Yeah?
could give it to you. Yeah, if you want to.
OG1 Kenobi was saying, hi,
Hombre
friends.
duplicado se llama, creo que en español, ¿sí? El hombre duplicado, ¿me buscas?
Sí, ya te busco.
Porque ensayo sobre la ceguera es espectacular. Espectacular.
El hombre duplicado, sí.
Sí, muy bueno.
Sí,
Muy,
sí,
muy
sí.
chévere.
Pero el de ensayo sobre la ceguera yo creo que está acá. Sí, porque yo
Puede
lo tenía.
ser. Sí, yo también lo tengo. Yo lo tengo en la casa de mi mother.
Bueno. Pero sí, no, ese no me lo he leído.
Muy bueno. Te lo recomiendo.
Bueno. OG1 Kenobi was saying, hi, friends. Hey, OG1 Kenobi. How are you? Lola Onigiri dice, buenas, espero todos estén muy bien.
Uy.
Noté hace un tiempo que ya teníamos perrito. Un abrazo, espero que todo esté muy bien.
Todo muy bien.
Lola, claro.
Es que
ya.
Lola...
Chili,
Lola, feliz
mañana.
año.
Mañana Chili cumple 11 meses. Y llegó acá cuando tenía 3. Entonces sí.
Más bien, ¿qué ha hecho Lola?
Hace un tiempo largo que no venía Lola por acá. Pero sí, mi Chili divina. No la muestro ahorita porque está profunda en su camita, entonces.
Profunda.
Raimo Galí, alias Sandalias, dice, buenas, ¿te gustó esa foto en la que te etiqueté, Nico?
Sí, estaba muy bueno, muy chistoso.
Jeff Akoff dice, hola Nico, Dani y Chili, desde, no sé cómo se dice.
A ver.
Skye, Scotland.
¿Cómo se escribe?
S-K-Y-E.
Uf, ¿Skye? No sé, ni idea.
Skye.
Es escocés, ni idea. Puede ser cualquier cosa.
Dice, aquí pintando con mi hija. Ella pintó en plein air la primera vez el domingo.
Wow, muy bien.
Vamos muy temprano mañana para la entrada del sol. Buenas noches. Uy, qué buen plan, Jeff. Muy chévere, que lo disfruten mucho.
Mándanos, Jeff, mándenos las pinturas que hicieron.
Sí.
Y la pintura de la hija.
Y una nota de voz de cómo se pronuncia skie, skie, sky.
¿Por qué dices ski?
¿Yo?
Sí.
¿Por qué dice?
No, porque tú lo dices así. Porque él
Porque
crees que es
soy
así.
colombiana, mi amor.
No empieces.
Lo leo en español en mi cerebro
Pero
siempre.
no es SKA.
SK-Y, te dije, S-K-Y-E.
Sky,
S-K-Y-E.
entonces debe ser Sky, debe ser, ¿no?
Esquié.
Esquié, fui a esquiar.
Fui a esquiar a Scotland.
Pensé que por ahí había una A presente,
No.
discúlpame, disculpa.
Y además te dije Y, para que no hubiera duda. Si te decía I. Sergi Arts dice, Nico, Dani, ¿cómo
Sergi,
están? Y dice, buah, Nico, se ve tremendo el dibujo ya. Esa anatomía y esas formas, uff, increíble.
muy querido como siempre, Sergi.
Mauricio Paraguazú dice,
Palo de agua azul.
hola, hola, Dani. Hola, Nicolás. Hola, Mauricio, ¿qué tal? Guy Bailey was saying, Jeff, I used to visit the Isle of
Sky, I'm gonna say
Skye
Sky, the Sky
every year.
Islands.
What's the entrance of the sun?
Wait, is this like a thing? Could you I don't know if Jeff is already gone to bed.
No, I think because they were saying we're going, maybe it's because it was in Spanish, because it says we're going very early for, dice, vamos muy temprano mañana para la entrada del sol. So maybe they just want to be there when the sun gets in.
Yeah, but the other person is saying that they were there also for that, no?
No, no, no.
Did I
They're
miss?
saying that they used to go to the Isle of Skye
Okay.
every year,
Yeah.
and they were asking, what's the entrance of the sun?
Oh, there we
So
go.
maybe it's more that Jeff was referring to the time.
Yeah, I think because he's plein airing, he just wants to paint the sunrise.
Yes.
That's my guess. I just thought that maybe it was like a thing over there.
Let's see if Jeff maybe
Like at this time of year,
yes,
maybe
so
the
Jeff,
sun does something strange or something.
Jeff answered. Jeff
Jeff
said,
answered.
Guy. Sunrise in Spanish. 5:21 a.m. tomorrow. We'll leave the house at 4
Oof.
and hike to our viewpoint south
Very nice.
of the Kirang, beginning at 4:30. Hope for no clouds. ¿Sí se dice así? Kirang?
Yeah, I mean this is like Scottish.
And
so
referring
again,
to your shoes,
uh-huh.
Jeff was saying sparkles. LOL.
Sparkles. Yep.
Guy Bailey was saying, no, it's sky. Also sky. Yeah. Let's see. Lexi Cast was sending some emojis. Hey Lexi, how are you? Catherine Peremsky was saying hi everyone. Hey Catherine. Prince Burbones was saying hi everyone. I've been loving this Punch Out series.
I'm having fun with it
Prince
too.
Burbones, how are you?
It's a lot of fun. I've always deep down, I think if I were given the chance to make fan art, I would take it, 100 out of 100 times. I would just love it. I know people go like, no, you can't, fan art is just doing somebody else's work. So you can't really self-express through somebody else's work, and it's like somebody else's IP, so it doesn't quite belong to you.
But I think it's not like tracing somebody else's.
No,
I mean,
and I think it goes beyond
of
that.
course,
it's just
yeah.
because the ideally, and I think that a lot of people that do like fan art or whatever you want to call it, it's because it kind of means something to you, or it meant something to you at the time. Like it's not, I think it goes beyond just saying, oh, I can't think of anything that's not original, so I'm going to do something that is that belongs to somebody else. I don't know. I think that's like painting from existing material is something as old as time, I would say. I mean, some of the earliest examples of like image making have to do with stories that were not necessarily your own, like stories past
of the Bible,
right,
or something
right.
like that.
So
yeah, it's like,
I mean, almost all of like Western painting history is like biblical. So these are not your stories. I mean, and then there are like some native historical paintings, So a lot of times the narrative is it's you can find kinship to it because it it's, I guess it works best if it's something that you're familiar with. But yeah, but it doesn't necessarily has to be something that happened to you. So you are working on using the history that those pre-existing characters have. So yeah, maybe Don Flamenco or or King Hippo are not quite Moses. They're not quite Isaac. But um I don't know, maybe they are in many ways. Who knows? Maybe it is
Mm,
kind of like that.
let's see. I was looking for my
What were you looking for your blueberry?
Nicolas. Read this.
Okay. I
Look,
I mean I can't read it.
blueberry.
Oh, I mean it had to be. Come on. There had to be
No, but
a
I think
bootleg BlackBerry that
no,
was
mine.
blueberry.
You know what was the terrible thing of mine?
Well, not
It said
terrible.
no. It said blackberry because I'm remembering.
Oh, so it was
So that's
trying to
why it was
be.
like, no, I'm sorry. I know it
Okay.
says blackberry, but I don't have a pin.
Oh,
I'm not
oh.
just being rude. It's just I don't
I
have it.
wonder what's worse. If it says it like in your case, or like in my case that where they were supposed to be Reeboks, but they were like Red Brooks. I don't know what's worse. I think yours is worse.
Yeah,
Because
because
mine
people
would be
think
like, oh, it's clearly bootleg. Like,
no, but
dude,
if it
nobody
was
wears like, white with green sparkles.
if it was
Period.
shoes, it would be amazing uh to have mine. I mean, if it says Reebok and it's like the same thing, it's
Yeah.
just like a different color, no one would know.
No one knows.
But in
I mean,
my
there are
case,
people, there's idiots that
but
do
in my
notice, but
case, there was an app
I know.
that all
Yeah.
the blackberries had, but mine didn't.
Yeah,
So
there
that
was
was
no
like the
way out.
complicated thing because
No, no
that's
way
the
out.
reason why I wanted a BlackBerry to
Yeah.
chat, not to
Yeah.
use voice filters in my Blueberry
Not to use
phone.
voice filters, Dad.
No, no, no.
Jesus Christ, Dad.
I mean, I found it here. This was my phone.
You should buy it again. I would buy it.
Amazing.
I would totally buy it.
Mm, I'm gonna leave this tab open because I wanna check those out.
I almost bought the other day.
What?
I don't know why nostalgia is like such a freaking thing, but I had um I had a watch that had like a little transforming robot,
Mm-hmm.
and and it wasn't quite the one that I mean I had everything as a kid, so I'll never complain. My parents were amazing, my
No, me
mother was
neither. I
amazing.
loved my
Yeah, so
transforming voice phone.
yeah, but we were never cool. My family was never cool. I can say that 1,000%. Like my family was never like, we never had the things that were cool.
Mm-hmm.
Never, never, never. So I remember
No, I had cool things.
I kids in school had this like silver like watch that would transform into like a little robot. You could like punch it out like your SpongeBob watch.
Which is the best
Yeah,
clock
so this was like,
and
imagine
the
this
best
like
watch,
20
and you
years
have it.
before,
Yeah.
and it was these like transformer robot watches. They were amazing. So I had like a little, a little bootleggy black one too,
That's like the summary of
and I
your
I loved it.
stories.
I loved it. I
Bootleggy.
was like, I freaking loved it. And I was looking, and I don't know how I got there because I had completely forgotten about these things. And I was looking, and I found it. I found the black one that I used to have, and I found the silver ones that if you buy like in the pack, like
Hmm.
not opened, they're really expensive.
Of
Like
course.
really, really
Because
expensive.
they're
Like crazy
vintage, so
expensive. Yeah. So, but and I wasn't gonna buy one of those, but somebody had like the actual like watch for like $60. I mean, all used and busted, but the silver one, the one that I was like, oh, that's the stupid transformer watch that I wanted. And I was very close. I was very, very close. I every time you hear like an eBay bloom, It's because I'm watching. You can
Like
like watch.
nostalgia
No. It's just
things.
that like you could see something and you could just watch it.
Yeah.
So
But
they'll tell you like, okay, the auction is about to end, or
yeah.
hey,
No,
this
but I'm
is.
saying it's you with something nostalgia or a figure. It
Yes.
when it's the sound of eBay always.
Oh yeah, for sure. But
But you got that watch that I had as a child for
yes, I
me,
found it. Yeah,
and I am gonna show it. Just
it's
I
the one
mean,
I
if
painted you. Do you remember? I did a painting of you with that one.
I'm still gonna show it.
Oh, you
But
can.
yeah.
Well, of course you can. We speak about everything except painting in our painting channel.
So, this is the watch,
I mean, it's a kick-ass watch.
and if it's not the coolest watch you've seen,
I don't know what is.
unsubscribe.
Yeah.
So it looks like this. Wait. And
Wait.
you just push the button and the pants go down and you have the time here. It's like the best watch ever. Ever. It's so cool. I love my watch.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and it still works.
It works properly. It
Yeah.
worked. Yeah, I was trying to find one that actually worked.
Yeah.
So
Mm, Dani Art Mir dice, ¿ya no es martes de español? Hola Dani Art Mir.
no, pero hoy
En las
con
transmisiones hablamos en todo, en inglés, en español.
sí, pero ya no. Desde que hacemos no videos editados, sino en vivos, lo empezamos a abrir a todos, al
Ujú.
mundo.
Entonces, si Dani Art Mir de
Somos
pronto
planetarios.
tiene alguna pregunta o algo en español, claro, bienvenido. Y si tienen otro idioma, pues ahí intentamos. Pero sí, ya martes de español,
Como martes
como
de español,
martes
no.
de español no hay. Martes de español ahora es todos los días. Mm, So Guy Bailey was saying, been working and never get home to watch your feed. Loving this.
Oh, awesome. Yeah,
Happy
today
to
we're
have you
doing like
here,
a
Guy.
underpainting because that's how I've been solving these.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more of drawing, underdrawing, than like a very traditional underpainting, and then I try to go for a finish. So we'll see if we can at least kind of. I mean, I have to render these quite a bit, so I get kind of close to them. But we'll see if we can do one of these during our live videos. So if not, we'll do the beginning of these, and yeah. But this is how I've been doing all of them. So this would be. So I've only finished. Let's see. I've only finished the one that eventually I called Glass Joe. Let's call it Glass Joe 1.0. But I think I'm probably going to do like a 2.0 now that I think that I understand what the series kind of looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But I have in the works. I started this one. I'm going to start Von Kaiser, and I finished King Hippo, and I started Tyson because I wanted, like, I couldn't not start Tyson.
Yeah.
So, but I think I started him, but I'm gonna paint him, till I'm just gonna paint them till the end. So we'll see, I don't know. I'm very capricious, so maybe I paint them, right after this dude. So who knows?
Peter Smickens. Oh, long time no see, Peter. Peter was saying, hey all, long time since I caught you live.
Yeah.
Great to see you here again. Hope to join often again after my vacation. Have a great summer, you all. Are you traveling, Peter?
Sounded like.
Tell us about it.
I keep
if you want to.
touch with at least virtually. I'm
With
gonna say.
Peter?
Yeah, I mean through his Instagram. He always pops up in my feed. So.
I'm happy that Peter still has the uh
Instagram.
jam in the toast painting
Oh, very
image
nice. Very
here.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Catherine
yeah,
was
yeah. That's how you recognize people.
yeah.
Right, right.
Catherine was saying, "Poor Chili. Let's hope she never eats bees again."
Let's
Let's
hope she
hope.
learned. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, my poor Chilita. Prince Barebones was saying, "I'm doing well, thank you. Just trying to beat the heat here in Colorado. Haha.
Yeah, it's everywhere,
Is it
right?
terrible
I
right
mean, in
now?"
the US, it's
No, but I
absurd.
mean, I know it's been terrible. I'm just asking for today. Like,
Yeah.
because it's been, yeah, terrible, terrible. Mm, Guy Bailey was saying, "This has the feel of the bare knuckle boxer genre."
Oh, I
So
love
good.
those. Yeah. I mean, these dudes are crazy. Those dudes are crazy. There's people that fight with bare knuckles. Like
Mm,
they don't protect their hands.
mm-mm,
I mean, they have wraps, but they don't protect their
mm-mm.
hands with like,
No.
UFC gloves or boxing gloves. So
Mm-mm.
it is crazy because you know that you can punch harder with your hand than you do with a glove.
Of
I
course.
guess glove is just a bigger area of impact, but if you punch with your hand, it's a lot harder.
Of
So
course. Yeah.
it is crazy how much damage they could actually do to each
Terrible.
other.
And
Yeah.
also to their hands. I'm
I'm
sure they're
sure that
like
their
full
hands are
of
already
blood.
busted. I'm
Yeah.
sure their hands are already. I mean, if you're a fighter and that's how you
Yeah, but they
fight.
were not born with busted
Oh no,
hands.
it's like
The
the
first times I think it
right.
has to be like
It's like
super
those
painful.
Muay Thai fighters that their shins are como la tibia.
Mm-hmm.
They've broken that bone so much, and it's kind of it's healed so much and almost like soldered so much that it is like a rock. But it comes from just breaking it and then letting it heal and breaking it and
Mm-mm.
breaking it and letting it
Mm-mm.
heal. Yeah, it's crazy.
Mm. So, do you want to talk a little bit about what you're doing? If someone's new, maybe
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. So welcome. I've been starting, I'll say, a series of these paintings that just I was very thankful because really cool things happen in social media, like horrible stuff, but also really cool things. And it could be like dumb little things like a fellow artist telling you, hey, it would be super cool if you could do this. And that's what Jeremy said. I had done one of my boxer paintings. I don't know how many boxer paintings I've done. Probably, I was going to say dozens, but probably not. But I'm going to say between like smaller and bigger paintings, I've probably done around maybe 15 to 20 paintings, maybe. And I was just doing like one of those, I guess. And there are reasons for me to do it. I actually really like boxing. Um, I've done those for years. I think my first boxing painting was probably, I mean, way before I met you, for
Yeah.
sure. I'm thinking
What was the year
maybe
of this book? Do you
20.
have here? Because I think you have here
Is there
some boxer
one?
paintings.
No, I don't know if
I
they're
think so.
there.
I'm gonna check out because
No,
I
no, no, they're not there. I promise you they're not.
no, I think
No,
it is.
not on that one.
Or
On
in
that
this
one.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah, but I'm going to say maybe 2012, 2013. No. No. I don't know, but it's around like it may be 10 years. It may be 10 years ago. But, these paintings I only did those paintings. Well, one because it kind of made sense with something that I liked, and the other because I loved the George Bellows boxing paintings, like really adored those paintings. And I loved Phil Hale. Phil
yep.
Hale has actually like a cover where there's this amazing painting of boxers that are like it's very Phil Hale, so it's just super super gestural, super actiony, and there's like a robot arm, and it's kind of like disintegrating, or it's like it's almost like this cyber arm that's like opening up and kind of like it's super gnarly. and it's one of the covers that I loved the most from Phil Hale. So I guess, George Bellows, Phil Hale, and Steve Houston. When I was a student, I used to go, and this was like happening right at the time when I was in school. So 95 to 99, that was my SVA years. And during those years, so I'm going to say around maybe 97 to 99, Steve Houston would show at this gallery at the Edinger Gallery. He would show at this gallery in Soho. And I remember not knowing who Steve Houston was and I was walking through Soho. And I think I remember some of my friends, and maybe my roommate, Lou, told me about these boxing paintings. And I was like, because Lou liked boxing too. And I was like, who is this person like Steve Houston? I didn't know anything about Steve Houston. And I just remember walking by the gallery and looking at the window. And they had, usually galleries put or they used to put like a big painting on the window just to try to like get you to see the show.
Yeah.
And they had like one of those boxing paintings. I remember one time a Steve Houston show having just like a standing pose, like one of those like super cool kind of like relaxed boxer, full length portrait. It was really, really beautiful. And I remember going in and I was like, oh my God, this is too cool. It was just cool. It was just like almost the exact type of painting that I wanted
How
to
big
do.
were the paintings?
They were the bodies, I would say. I mean, some of them were probably life size, but Steve Houston is so kind of form driven
Yeah.
that he does like massive. So he
Mhm.
would do massive muscles, massive arms, like really like thick forearms. But most of them, I would say, were probably around half size. So let's say 1 to 2.
Yeah.
But they were amazing. I mean, Steve Houston is just a tremendous, draftsman and tremendous painter. So they were so cool. So it was really funny because I didn't know what to do with all that information when I was younger. And only years later, I was like, okay, let's try to put all of these things together, like Phil Hale, George Bellows, Steve Houston, and just the natural, love that I have for these sort of sports. And then I started my own series, and they were kind of like garbled and super deformed and distorted, and I really, really liked it. I always thought that boxing is such a like throwing a punch like boxers throw a punch. It's such a almost like mechanical miracle because everything, like your whole body is working in unison to throw like this punch so that this punch actually has the most amount of power that it can, so that your body is producing this force that ends up in your punch. So their technique is just amazing. It's just incredible. So I always thought, what if you push form so much, and this was probably like bellows, a lot of bellows coming in, so that it becomes almost like fragile, or like it almost feels like it's about to break. Like, what if this thing that's supposed to be like the most well choreographed like action, what if you push it around and you mush it so that it just feels like it's I don't know, like it's breaking apart, like it's just disintegrating as it's happening. What if we push form to that extent? And I did a bunch of paintings just trying to investigate like what that looked like, what that felt like. And it was super, super cool. But I always, as is the thing with me, I always just left it as, okay, that's just I don't know, I never I never do like series where I'm trying to do a series of works where I would just explore like the breadth of possibilities that it would be kind of like embedded in this idea. I didn't have that upbringing, I feel, as an artist. So I would just I would do like probably the more superficial thing, even though I was I was trying to do something with it, which was just to do something and then be happy with it and say like, oh, that's cool. But I didn't quite investigate that much. I think I was lacking what probably contemporary artists do have, which is the willingness to explore and explore and explore. But at that time, I just didn't know better. I really didn't. So I'm super happy that I gave myself the chance to to try stuff out with those paintings. But I always have like this and it's the same thing with the paintings that I do of like repetition. I always feel like I tickled the surface of something, but I never quite just like dove into it and said like what else can we do with this? Like I never quite did. I always had this, I don't know, personality of just wanting to move. So it's not as if I would stay still in one place for a long time. So it's really nice when I can, and maybe again, this is there was no other reason for doing this, just, you know, other than like a cool comment from a fellow artist, like pushing me to say like, oh, maybe I should try to do this again and see what happens. And but in a very sort of relaxed way, because I don't care. Like, I have no intentions or no pretensions of this being anything different than what it is, which is like just having fun and saying, like, I'm just going to paint, like, you know, Tyson Punch Out characters.
And I think you've been enjoying it
Oh, I love it.
a lot.
Yeah, I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I mean, it's the perfect thing for me after coming from Rome, where you start thinking, like, fuck, if you don't paint like these geniuses, you're going to be nobody.
Mm-hmm.
It's that kind of, you always have to deal with those things when you travel and when you see like amazing works of art, that you come back and you start looking at your work and you're like, oh, it's meaningless. Like, I'm not going to be, I'm nobody. I'm never
Yeah.
going to be the person.
That happened to me when we came back from Madrid. I don't know if you remember
Yeah,
that. I was
it's
like
very tough.
very overwhelmed.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that for some people, if they start in a journey of like self exploration and they want to do stuff that is like super, super, like, I don't know, I don't know, that meets whatever expectation they created for themselves after watching some of the most talented people, throughout history. If that's where it takes them to say like, no, I have to kind of reshape my career and take things seriously and just stop fucking around and just like get serious, and let's see what you can do if you really try to be serious, to be like a serious artist. Like, I'm sure that some people take it that way, and that's great for them. That's awesome. But I think for me, that's a lot of pressure. That's it's almost like absurd to try to answer to that pressure, because you're never going to be as good as like Caravaggio, or you're never going to be as good as, Bernini. So in my eyes, I'm always thinking like, what am I really like? What am I really thinking about or what am I really expecting of myself when I see those paintings and realize that I can't do that and I'll never be able to do that. And I think the kind of cool way to work through that or around that, or however you want to deal with it, I mean, this is just how I do it, is to say like, well, but I'm never going to be them. That's obviously true, but it doesn't mean that I can't enjoy painting and that I can't paint and that I can't say things through painting. I mean, sure. Um, Painting Tyson is not going to be like painting Judith, um, and Holofernes, right? It doesn't, like, it really, it's not the same thing, but it doesn't mean that I can't take my painting seriously, or that I can't have fun with it or push things with it, or I don't know. So when this little thing was planted, when Jeremy made this comment and this planted this little, seed in my brain that, hey, this could be fun. I was like, yeah, maybe this is exactly what I want. Maybe this is exactly how I process like these reflections about form and reflections about painting. It's not by doing like, let's do something that competes with the greatest of paintings just so that I can contextualize myself a little bit better, you know, um, when compared to these, masters, which is absurd again. But maybe it was just maybe what works for me was just saying like, yeah, just do, you know, paint what you like, even if what you like just has to do something with a video game character, and that's gonna be fine.
But I think that is very cool because you are not resenting painting.
No.
No, because that happens sometimes.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
see amazing art and then you resent the way you paint
Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
way
Yeah. You
you
start hating
sculpt or the way
yourself.
you
Yeah.
draw because you are comparing it to someone else's journey,
Yeah.
which, as you were saying, is completely different to yours. And also, I feel that you can even have different interests that the artist that you admire, but you still judge yourself because of what you're seeing in those like works of art
Yeah.
because it's so good that you just feel like that's the goal.
Yeah.
and
Like
and you don't even
that's what it
understand
means to be serious.
exactly. And then you think, well, I mean, I love Soroja, but I don't want to live near the ocean, so I can't really paint the things he painted. And you're forgetting that the I mean, not only the way they paint and the level in which they paint is different, and that's okay, but also the interests are very different. So I feel it's very cool that you realize that it doesn't mean that you have to be great in the way they were great for painting to be amazing,
Yeah.
but you can go back to the things you love and explore those things so that painting can be amazing in your own world, in your own story.
Unless Soroja actually liked Punch Out, which would be really cool.
I
That
think,
would have been really
well,
rad.
and to be honest, Soroja is always cool.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, he
No,
could
he's a cool
paint.
cat. Yeah, of course.
He could paint whatever. He was cool.
He could have done a really mean Punch Out character.
Of
Yes.
course, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I was just giving an example because I know that, I mean, you're not good with heat. So maybe you wouldn't like to be near the ocean.
Oh, I couldn't. I could never. I could have never painted, in the sun.
But if you could paint
In
the
a cave.
paintings that Soroja did, only if you were living
Oh my
near
God.
the ocean,
Jesus Christ.
you would get sunburned every day.
I would.
just-
I would be in pain.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like talk about no pain. Like talk about pain and painting.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been. Yeah.
I mean, we're tearing down the argument I did, but I used the Soroja, so
No. But you're right. You're right. I wouldn't have been comfortable, doing that. I probably would be like, yes, this is my one plein air beach painting of my life. My skin doesn't appreciate, a lot of this skin cancer. Thank you.
and it's that the paths in your life are not similar to the paths in Soroja's life. So that's
Right.
what I'm trying to say. It's not
Yeah, he
like
couldn't get past
you have
Glass
to-
Joe.
like you admire Soroja so
suck.
much. What?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Uh.
I'm just saying that Soroja couldn't get past Glass Joe.
No, that you love. I mean, you love Soroja so much that you
I do.
feel that. What?
I'm going. No, I'm the fact that I say something
no, the
dumb.
thing is
I'm
that
not.
I'm listening to you, so I feel that you're saying something important.
No,
so I
oh,
just
never.
pause.
Like, how long have you known me? Of course, I never say stuff that's important. Please go ahead.
No, I forgot. Nicolas.
No, don't make me feel bad. I was just doing what I always do, which is like be an idiot
Interrupt.
and
Yeah.
no, but it wasn't interrupting. It
Of
was
course,
like it
I
was
was
like
talking.
it was like a comment underneath your
no,
comment.
on top of my comment.
Not even. I was not. I
I was
wasn't
trying
even
to
like
talk.
talking super loud.
I forgot what I was saying.
I'm so sorry. Do you want to go back? Do you want to listen?
no,
No.
I don't want to.
But I
listen
think you were doing like a.
interrupting
I
me.
think it was a really good point.
I'm sure you were
I'm-
paying a lot of attention.
I
if You
was.
were interrupting.
I
every
was.
second.
I was just saying how
I'm
Soroja
sure.
sucked at Punch Out.
Prince Barebones was saying very true. We have a little reprieve today, only 84 Fahrenheit. I can't imagine being in the south right now with their 100 to 110 plus temperatures.
Yeah. Phoenix, I think, was going insane.
So I did the change to Celsius to
Oh, it's like-
understand it. They
yeah.
are today at 29
Okay.
and they've been between 37 to 43 plus.
Yeah, 43
So-
is tough.
And Prince Barebones was saying, watching you do the underpainting is a great reminder for how helpful underpaintings can be. Haha. Definitely a lesson I need to remember.
Oh, I need to remember to remind myself of those things too.
Mm, Peter Smikens was saying, yes, leaving for Paris tomorrow.
Oh la la.
My daughter is stoked to see the Louvre
Oh la
and
la.
d'Orsay.
Louvre la.
Afterwards, we go off grid backpacking and enjoy nature. Oh,
Oh,
it
look at
sounds so
that. That's
cool.
very nice.
Yeah,
I'm
very
also
cool.
going to be, I'm very grateful that I'm going to be able to go back to the Louvre,
Mm-hmm.
Louvre,
And d'Orsay.
and the d'Orsay uh, late August.
Yes. Mm, Cody Winicky.
Cody.
Hey, Cody. Cody was saying, hey, guys, late to the stream, dealing with a broken AC.
Oh my God.
Cody.
What?
Do you
What
have
what do you,
fans, at least?
fans?
Fans, the ventiladores.
Oh.
¿Cómo se dice?
Oh, dude.
How do you
No, no,
how do you
no.
say fans? I'm
No,
sorry.
no, no, no.
No, but
No,
pause. Do the pronunciation of
No.
of
No,
a
no, no. You
ventilador.
pronounced it perfectly. My I I thought it was the like he tore his tendon.
¿Qué es
No,
eso?
no, no. My brain was like thinking that he had broken something in his
No,
body.
so I'm asking, do you at least have a fan so you can like stand a little bit more the hot temperature, Cody? Because that temperature is without AC. Oh God, is it easy to fix the AC?
Oh, you gotta have it fixed. But
Mm, Prince Barebones was saying, "Oh no, Cody. I was just saying how hot it's been. I hope that gets resolved soon." Leslie Cavazos Garduño was saying, "That happens to me
Gavazos
all the time.
Carduño.
I see great painting and feel I will never live up to create something at that scale. Haha. But then I think we all have our own path and time." Michael McEwen was saying, you should live in Scotland. It's been raining for 2 weeks.
It's been raining.
Oh, here too. I
It's
mean,
been raining
it's been
for 2
very
weeks.
weird here.
Very weird.
Because it's been like raining
Men.
like a little bit, but it's like 2 minute rain, then sun for 5 minutes, then rain for 10 minutes, and then it stops for 2 minutes, and then it rains again. So it's like very weird because it's never been like that
Strange.
drastic of a change.
Drastic.
Carla Gómez dice, Nico,
Carla.
recuerdo cuando dijiste que uno creería que su forma de pintar se construye de una mezcla de los aspectos formales, de cómo lo hacen los otros, pero en realidad se encuentra en conocernos a nosotros mismos y los motivos e intereses que hay detrás. Aunque tampoco está mal que te guste una forma de resolverlo formalmente. A mí me gusta mucho que no difuminas tu pintura y me siento identificada con hacerlo así también, pero no quiero pintar tal y como lo haces.
No, claro, no recuerdo, o sea, no tengo tan presente el comentario que hice, pero sí, al final pienso que es una mezcla, termina siendo como una mezcla de todo, ¿no? O sea, la manera como uno hace las cosas tiene que ver con digamos, el diccionario visual que uno adquiere al ver las maneras infinitas como otras personas han resuelto quizás la misma problemática y pues uno tiende a generar una jerarquía a partir de como todas esas opciones. Em, entonces uno sí tiene como una predilección de unas maneras de resolver por sobre otras. Eso yo creo que es súper natural, pero también eso todo se tiene que pasar por el colador que es uno, que es la sensibilidad de uno, que es la historia de uno, que es como la personalidad de uno. Entonces seguramente ahí es donde no todo puede ser simplemente un acto como formal, sino que también sí hay como una sensibilidad, una subjetividad que es como ineludible.
Guy Bailey was saying worst summer ever, raining for 3 weeks every day here in Inland City. I guess England. Mm, Catherine Peremsky was saying we had a bad storm and lost power for 3 days. At least it wasn't as hot as in the south, but no fan, let alone AC, was rough. Yes. Did you have ¿cómo se dice abanico?
Um, Also a fan?
No, sí.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, fan.
Yeah.
A hand fan? I don't know. Mm, Michael McEwen was saying your Scottish accent is excellent. LOL.
Hi.
Gabriel Pozzo
Pozzo.
dice, hola, ¿cómo están? Saludos. Una pregunta.
Sí, Pozzo.
¿Creen que sería prudente atender ferias de arte para vender aún así uno no esté seguro de tener una estética visual consistente?
Sí. 100%. No pasa nada. Toca aprender también como ese tipo de cosas son las que nos ayudan. Digamos que si nuestro interés es poder llegar como a lo que Pozzo describe como esa estética como
Visual
personal, sí.
consistente.
Bueno, no tiene que ser consistente, ¿no? O sea, hay resto de artistas que cambian su manera de trabajar, pues, durante los años. Entonces, consistente, digamos, pues consistente en el sentido en que si uno quiere hacer una serie de 20 pinturas, pues sí, ser consistente en esas 20 pinturas, pero que sea consistencia a larguísimo plazo, no, pues eso no, a menos de que sea el interés de alguien, pero no es necesario, yo pienso.
Pero es que además yo creo que eso a veces uno lo usa como un, como un cop-out, un poquito como para uno decir, no, todavía no estoy listo,
Mm,
pero cuando llegue a eso sí me atrevo a ir a una feria.
exacto, sí.
Y ese, cuando llegue, pues termina como aplazándose y aplazándose y aplazándose y de pronto no llega nunca.
Sí,
En cambio, pues si uno se arriesga y se mete, yo creo que entre más como se arriesgue a ese tipo de cosas, más se va acercando a lo que sea como honesto a la pintura de uno o sí,
sí,
o como a la creación de uno más la va conociendo, no.
sí, al tiempo va logrando entender un mercado, como entenderse cómodo dentro de un mercado. Así es un mercado de una feria.
Y puede
cual-
cambiar muchísimo, lo que tú dices, puede cambiar muchísimo la manera o el sujeto de pintura o la manera en la que se pinta o lo que sea y no es como, ay, es que ya me conocieron por esto, ya
Sí,
estoy como esclavizado a hacer estas
a nadie le
pinturas
importa,
toda mi
Pozo.
vida. No.
No, tranquilo, puede cambiar todas las veces que quiera.
Mm, Artem Nevermind was saying, hey, Daniela and Nicolas, you helped me a lot to start painting with oil, which I have always been afraid of, even as a pro artist.
Oh,
May
you're
I
welcome.
ask you, what medium do you use? And what do you think about liquid?
So I am
So,
using liquid.
liquid, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I am using liquid. What do I think about it? It's not great, but it's quite useful
It's
in the
fast.
sense that it's fast drying. It's and it's even faster when you're working on a um I'm sorry, on a very absorbent surface like raw paper, on a non-primed surface. That's what I was going to say, as unprimed paper. Uh no, me volví aquí mierda.
Sí, ¿te
Sí,
paso
pero
un
es que
papel?
no, tranquila. And what do I think it's not great because it's one of those mediums that you can't dissolve, you know. So if your painting has dried and years go by, let's say 100 years pass, and you know people 100 years from now in their flying cars, and you know while they're taking breaks from fighting, you know, AI, that is taking over.
And now aliens.
Yeah, yeah. Aliens driving AI cars. Um, they've noticed that liquid has yellowed. So they try to, I mean, I don't know why they would be concerned, in preserving a yellowing painting when, the history of the world is on the line. Uh, Apocalypse is happening. I don't know why you care about painting, but let's say that that's happening and somebody says, well, we need to clean it like we usually clean Damar
I
varnish.
think they would have new technologies, but
Maybe. Or
yeah.
let's just teach a robot to paint it again and then we're good. Um, and and then you realize that you can't really clean it because liquid has transformed while it dries. It doesn't just oxidize, it actually transforms into something else. So you need like a really, really heavy duty solvent to get rid of it. But the thing is, you can't quite get rid of it without damaging your painting. So it is a terrible medium in that way, in that sense, that it doesn't allow you to, um, let's say, clean your painting without damaging the rest of the decisions that you've already made in your painting. So yeah, something to keep in mind. I think about those things, but they don't keep me up at night. So I don't worry that much about those things.
Mm, Prince Bones was saying, Guy Bailey, the rain is rough too. Early in our summer, it rained every day for about 2 weeks, which is very unusual for us. Great for the garden, but not for my sanity. Haha. I think we're very used to rain here. I mean, it's
Yes.
not like rain in summer, because I think that is.
Well, we don't have summer, let's say, but
No, no, no. Because they are experiencing
oh, right,
rain
right.
in summer.
Yeah, not
So
like
I
their
think it's
rain.
very different to our rain in our cold
Yeah.
Bogota. Because I think that when it rains in summer, it's like everything's like a vapor. It's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually
Like
there's
super humid.
usually there's some humidity to it also. That's quite unbearable.
Cody was saying, Prince Bones, thanks. Yeah, it's a brisk 82-degree in our house at the moment. Cody. Gabriel Pozzo dice gracias y una carita feliz.
I love brisk 82. That's great.
Sobaka was saying hi from Ukraine.
Hello.
Hello, Sobaka, how are you? Chile está profunda.
Yeah.
¡Ay! Se me olvidó darle a
It's
las dos.
okay. No, but let it.
Okay.
Sí, sí. Mejor dale al el otro. Acuérdate siempre. It's okay. She's. No, no, no. It's totally fine.
Yeah, but I never forget about that. I mean, I even remember getting the alarm, but I was busy at the moment, so I forgot.
No, I think it's okay. She'll be fine.
No, she is fine.
She actually, yeah. She has to take some medicine,
Yeah.
but that was only. I mean, it's sort of like preventive. Preventive, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Medicine.
Yo digo sí, pero no sé.
Yeah, only if she may have had like an allergic reaction, which she didn't really. So she's taking like more antihistamines, but she doesn't really need them because she's fine.
No, but I think that's what I told you. I think it's because when she arrived, she was breathing.
Yeah,
But
but
it's, I mean, now that I see it, I feel that she was breathing like that because she was in pain,
yes.
but not because she was having a reaction. But I understand that the vet was like, I also feel it's because she was in pain, but which should just prevent anything and give her the medicine. So
Yeah.
she still has a checkup on Thursday.
Yes.
So, but she's fine. I'm happy that she's fine.
I'm sure they'll find her perfect.
mm,
I'm gonna do the legs, and then I'm gonna go try to finish off with the portrait.
I like the tan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna do this kind of cheeky, dumb little thing on the leg because this is like up. This has like bunched up.
Oh, so you can see like the
So
pale,
yeah, so there's gonna be like a little bit of like
a
pale
tan
here.
line. Yeah.
Not much. Maybe we could do a little bit more just so it's
Oh, I like that a lot.
yeah. So not much, but it's gonna be just there. And then these scrawny little legs.
Gabriel Pozzo
But
dice, ¿encontraron al doble de la voz de Nico?
no, no, no. Yo he tratado.
No aún,
Sí.
pero de pronto, de pronto.
Está difícil.
So Baka was saying, why acrylic never looks like oil?
Because it's different. Like acrylic resin behaves very different from drying oils, which is what you ground your paint into. So yeah, they're just different, in the same way that oils don't quite look like gouache and gouache doesn't look like or feel like watercolor. They're all different. It's okay to understand them as just different.
Have you, or do you like painting with acrylics, Sobaka? Maybe?
It's a kind of risky thing in terms of value. Well, not risky, but kind of like cool, but you have to make it work in
What?
transition. Because this is like dark against, these areas of light. And then in the bottom, I want like light against these darker areas that are going to be the legs. So
Oh, so the background in the bottom is going to be light?
yeah, but not as light as, let's say,
The
his
underwear?
shorts.
Yeah.
Shorts are going to be like as if he was wearing like white shorts.
Mm-hmm.
So that was also kind of weird because I wanted like a tan line to be super evident, but because his torso has to also go back in space,
Mm-hmm.
so his chest is actually closer to us, and because it's kind of like compressing and is leaning towards us, that's why we can see like the kind of like top part of the shoulder, the top mass of the shoulder. Then all of the abdomen just kind of compresses like an accordion. And but in terms of value, you have to, lower the value there so it can, kind of go back. And but then that means that this light area here also has to play off really well against the lighter light
Mm-hmm.
that is going to be the shorts. The so I don't know.
But I
The
think
trunks.
no, I like that. And I really like the little part of the paler legs that is going to peek out because I think it
Yeah,
would tie everything together.
yeah. It's just gonna be. It's very subtle, but it's gonna be pretty cool. I feel it's like a dumb little detail. It's almost like that surfer, like farmer tan. I think it's gonna be kind of, again, cheeky but kind of cool.
Cody Winicky was
Cody.
saying, and I'm late to the game, but I started Elden Ring a few weeks ago. So now I'm
What?
hot and frustrated. Frustrated. Ha ha
Oh,
ha.
where are you? Do you remember where you are in the game? Oh yeah, you can't have that on. I mean, I don't know where you're playing it on, but what you're playing it on, but yeah, those
It's
things
gonna
get hot also. So,
and if you get frustrated, you can sweat more.
oh fuck
So
it. Yeah, I
you
I
have to
can't.
have a
80 degrees inside and I can't beat Margit. I'm going to go insane.
yeah.
I would go fucking insane.
I remember when you were playing that game.
I You know how many hours I played it
Like
for?
150?
Did you know? Did I tell you?
No, I think I remember you once.
Yeah, 150.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Of course I know. I mean, I live with you.
Yeah, 150.
Yeah.
I've been playing Final Fantasy though.
Yeah, I
16.
know.
Yeah,
Are you
it's
enjoying it
yes, actually, yes.
a lot?
I would say I don't usually play Final Fantasy games. Um, I remember playing 7, not at the time that it came out, because that was the time where my gaming had, you know, um, like Nicolas Uribe Gamer had gone on sabbatical.
Okay.
So I just,
Third person
yeah, just gaming sadly wasn't part of my
apologies.
life at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go back and play it on like a bootleg PS2, I feel, or PS. I forget what I did to try to play it.
I think bootleg is your word for today.
I mean, it's
You've said it
Colombia,
like,
so
yeah, but.
yeah, but okay, modded PS2.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and but I didn't understand it. I had taken such a long time off of gaming that I was like, I don't know what the hell. I never played like what do you call those games? Like you take turns while fighting. I had never played one of those, so I was like, what the fuck? Like, how the hell do you do this? Uh, so it was weird to me to get back into those sort of games, but eventually I did, and they're amazing. So I played the remake, and it was beautiful, the Final Fantasy VII remake, and this is very different. This is way more like an actiony game. I mean, it has some like RPG elements, but not really. Honestly, not really. It's just a like a really kind of, I don't know if it's a cool story, but it's kind of cool. I'm actually super like digging it. It's dumb and it's very Japanese. It's a very anime story, um, which sometimes turns me off, but this one is very cool, and the fights, the boss battles in this thing, oh my god, fuck me, like, are you kidding me? These things are amazing. They are fucking beautiful. They're so good. So I love me a good boss battle. That's why I love all the From Software games. So
Cody was saying, I'm literally playing right now.
yeah. Oh, what are you doing talking to us? Like,
I beat Stars Core
okay,
Verdan last
okay,
night.
dude, you're
My
fine.
only goal is to get Blade's mask, but every step of the process is 20 individual steps of their own.
Yeah. What do you what's your character? What are you playing?
Marcelo was saying, I stopped
Marcelo.
playing Elden Ring before I finished it. I got to get back to it, but it's been so long that I don't think I know how to play anymore. And
Yeah.
Marcelo was saying, I probably will start all over again
No.
with a different build to make it feel fresh.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. I played it. I did New Game Plus Plus. I beat it 3 times. So eventually it's just super easy to beat, and you don't have to go through the whole story again, and you just do whatever you however much you want or however little you want. But you can really just, if you're like me, that I'm usually over leveled. So I usually farm like crazy, so I'm way over leveled. So it makes up for my lack of ability because that's how I like to play those games. Um, it's super cool. And then, if you love the game, if you play it again and you're like super over leveled, then the game is like a breeze. It's just super cool. Yeah, I mean, it's super nice to go back into the game and just beat the shit out of these characters that you were like, forget it. I'm gonna evade you for like, 15 hours, and then I'm gonna come back and see if maybe I can beat you. Like that first Tree Sentinel, I remember when you start the game and you see that dude on the horse, and you're like, well, let me try this out. Let me see. And then you're like, okay, forget it. And New Game Plus, oh, you beat the shit out of that dude. And New Game Plus Plus, oh, he doesn't even see you. So I love that feeling. I really, really like that feeling. But I don't usually do that with games. So that's the first time I did it was with Elden Ring. Well, not the first time because I did that with Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2, but just it is the game that I've put the most hours into for sure. The type of like the one of these games that I've put the most hours into.
Gabriel Pozzo
But
was saying turn-based
yeah,
RPGs,
turn-based. Yes, yes, yes.
FF,
Yeah.
son mis favoritos.
Yeah, I didn't know how to play those things when I was younger. I never played them, so I didn't know how to play those things when I got back into gaming.
Cody was saying, I started out as a samurai.
Okay, yeah.
I look nothing like a samurai anymore.
Yeah, sure.
Try to do Dex and Arc,
Okay.
but ultimately
Arcane.
needed faith to do the incantations.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like all my decisions
Oh.
are just trying to stay alive.
Yeah, it seems like you have a build that is many builds. So
What were you?
I ended up with like Dex, like a full Dex build,
Mm-hmm.
like 100% Dex build. So no arcane, so no nothing. I was just like putting all my attributes into like strength and Dex.
And you
So maybe
started,
strength Dex.
and you started as?
I think I started like a Dex build too, like samurai, because
Okay.
I did have, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember because I don't quite remember what my, yeah, I think I did. Yeah, because I had some sort of like starting katana or something. So yeah. I think it was one of those. I was trying to,
Marcelo. Oh, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
No, you were trying to.
No, I was trying to remember if I had just like a more of a regular like strength build or like but no, I think I had a Dex build.
Marcelo was saying, I've been replaying Shadow of War again. Love the game. Amazing nemesis system to create random bosses.
Oh yeah.
And of course, it's Tolkien's universe.
Yeah.
I was samurai too. Great build, but I want to try a shield.
Oh yeah.
Artem Nevermind was saying, thanks for the great answer about Liquin. There's one unique artist who paints in oils like watercolors, Benjamin Björklund.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how he can mix oil like that. No info anywhere. And a sad face.
So we have a
Maybe
painting of
with
his.
turpentine or white spirit. It looks like he just uses water. Do you want me to bring it?
Oh yeah, we could show Ben's painting if you want.
Always happy to show.
I mean,
That-
this was best thing that Danny has ever given me. Best present ever. Aside from your company and the happiness that you bring to my life. And chili.
No.
Well, the non-living thing.
I
that
don't know
you've
if I'm
given-
going to give it to
No,
you.
no, it's
'cause
okay. No,
I'm
no.
scared.
So technically, I'm not exactly
I
sure
can
about.
show
No, it's okay.
Okay.
So I'm not exactly sure about medium, but it is it's a super oily medium.
Mhm.
And so if you want, it's like excess oily medium. You can actually, there's a part of our painting
Here.
where it drips the
Yeah.
oil.
So I don't know if you could see it here.
The oil actually drips.
No, I think it's easier if you show it there, but
Okay.
be careful.
Of course. I mean, being careful is something Benjamin,
the
I
right,
don't think
Oh,
would
no.
have ever. Is that glaring? No, I'm good. What are you?
No, I put-
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, this
No,
is the
se alcanza a
painting.
ver. Es que yo la tengo hacia el lado, pero la paleta se alcanza a ver.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we're good. Yeah. So I was trying to show you how much it glares. I wonder if it shows it.
It shows, yeah. You
Yeah.
can see the glare.
So you can tell that there's actually like quite a bit of I don't know. I think he varnished just the face,
yeah.
which is very, very funny.
And then he
And
put
I
it to the
think
side.
That's why,
'Cause
and he
it
probably
dripped to
put
the
it like
side.
that.
Yeah.
So you get like these two little drips,
Which I love.
here, which are amazing. But this is like very oily paint, very, very oily, very, very oily paint. So yeah, there's no secret. It's just a lot of like he probably has like oil, turpentine, maybe just a little bit of varnish in the medium.
And lots
that's
of
about it.
talent.
Yeah, and just being really, really, really good, and that's all. But I know that this is actually on canvas. I have no idea why he painted the back of the linen.
You know, there's something I like. I think I told you that time, but it says 22.
Yeah.
And that's the day, our anniversary
Oh, that's
day.
very
So
cool.
it's
Yeah, yeah,
like a
yeah. It
cool
was meant to be.
coincidence. Yeah. Give it to me and I'll put it back.
You're good. Uh, yeah, but when he used to when he painted on boards, on like hard surfaces, so he used to use like house paint, but you know that house paint that is like super plasticky, like the sort of paint that you would use for your bathroom. So it's like
Like the
super,
water
yeah,
repellent.
like oil based, that kind of oil based paint that you would use for like, or not oil based, but it's like an oil synthetic, whatever, I don't know. And so it was like incredibly slick, like super 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 slick. So then he would paint on that because his brushstrokes would just glide, and he could like lift. He could clean up things, and he could lift, and the fact that he was so proficient at watercolor made him like really, and the fact that he draws with paint like few people I've ever seen in my life, that's what gave him the ability to just really really take advantage of a medium like that. So, or like a surface like that, and priming a surface like that. So yeah, he's amazing. He's really really amazing. I think the easiest answer is just that he's that talented, and
Yeah.
that's about it.
Artem Artem Nevermind was saying, "Oh my god, no way you have his artwork.
Yeah.
Amazing. How happened you got it?" But it
It's
looks like his layers dry very quickly. I
no.
saw some videos of the process.
No. No. There's nothing strange about it.
And I got it for Nicolas as a birthday gift.
Yeah, we used to like it's I know it's difficult to to communicate with Ben, for the last couple of years, and that's been his choice, and we respect his choice entirely. Um, but there was a time that we could we would talk, and he would feel comfortable enough to like say, sure, let's, he was okay with selling his artwork, and yeah, things may have changed a little bit, but we're hoping that I for the longest time I was hoping that Ben could feel okay with what painting meant for him, so that he could um I would put it in my brain as like he could come back. But honestly, nowadays I don't think about it as that. I think that the most important thing is for him to be happy, and for him to be okay with the things that he does in his life, and if he's happy, and if he's doing whatever he wants, and however whatever path his life took him to, and then that's great. That's that I'm gonna feel happiest for him. And if we don't get any more paintings of him, then we
We've
have
been lucky
enough.
enough,
Yeah,
yeah,
we have
to
enough with all the
see
stuff that he left
all his
behind, which
talent,
is
yeah.
just an enormous amount of work, and just an enormous amount of talent.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there was a time where I was like, I hope like that there's like this comeback story that he just decides to say, hey, I'm in a, whatever it means, like better place, or whatever that means. Like I used to think that I would understand it as that, and he would say like, yeah, I'm back to painting. But honestly, nowadays I don't really think like that. I just hope that he's happy,
Yes.
and that he feels the joy to be alive and do whatever he wants. So, but
And
we got
we
I'm
are
I'm just
crazy
super happy
happy
that we
too.
got
Yeah.
to see him paint. We got to see him work, and yeah, I
And
think
I have to say that I'm very happy that we have a little reminder every
Oh yeah.
day when
Yeah,
we
it's crazy.
walk.
It's
Yeah.
we're very very lucky.
Yeah, we go to our hallway and we can see that because it's crazy good. It's like,
Oh, Benjamin is
ah,
incredible.
yeah. Um, let's see. Sobaka was saying, yeah, trying to paint acrylic, contemporary portrait like Edward Hopper.
Okay.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
And they were saying, doggy. Yes, her name's Chili. She's the most beautiful dog ever. And I
Ever.
love her.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, she entered that competition and she won.
She won as soon as she was born.
Okay.
I love her.
Yeah, that
She's
was
the only
she
one
didn't
in
even
my
have to
heart.
compete, I guess.
No.
No.
She had the spot on my heart before she was born. I had like the little space for her.
Yeah.
And she's the only one that can fit in that space. So the winner for me, Vincent
Did you all get
Delanois.
that? Did you all get that?
Vincent
Ooh
Delanois
la la.
was saying, hello, Danny and Nicolas. Long time no see. How are you doing? We're great. We're great, Vincent. How are you? How's Maisha? How is she growing? Because I'm terrified of how fast kids grow.
Yes.
Yeah, we were watching some photos of some vacation we had.
Of random kids growing.
No,
That's what
in
we do in our
2019.
free time.
Because we were seeing a photo of Samu in 2019
Yeah.
that would have been the age that Fer is now. And it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me. Yeah.
So, how's Maisha? And how are you? Vincent.
Ooh la la.
Ooh
La
la la.
You know, in a few weeks, I'm not only gonna have the ghost of Vincent making fun of my French, but I'm gonna have actual French people
Yeah.
making fun of my French.
What are you gonna order in a store? Practice.
In
what
a
would you
store?
order?
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to avoid every single store so I don't get ridiculed.
You're not gonna eat any bread, like bread
Pan? Au bon
concoction.
pan? No. Nothing.
Nothing. Just because you don't want to be ashamed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I
go to
would be the
Carrefour
one. Yeah.
and just make my own sandwiches.
No.
Yeah. Merci, au revoir. I'm gonna pay. Merci, au revoir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Artem Nevermind was saying, thanks a lot for your answers. I'm now a big fan of your streams. Please continue. And yes, this is amazing gift, Daniela. Nicolas, I admire your productivity and ease in the process.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's so kind. And you're always welcome to be here in the streams, Artem. And I don't know if you've seen, maybe this is a reminder, or maybe this is something that some people don't know. But before we did live streams, we did hundreds of videos, edited videos.
Oof.
It's actually hundreds, so
Yeah, no, I was just like, woof.
yeah.
It's getting hot
So
in
you
here,
could check those out. Those are very cool. Vincent was saying, Maisha is huge now.
Yeah.
She and her mom are spending August in Ivory Coast,
Very
enjoying the
nice.
beach and the sun. While I'm working from New York, Paris, and back to London next week. Life
Ooh.
could be worse. Ooh, it
Globetrotting.
sounds-
Yeah.
And Vincent was saying, are you going to Paris to
Oui,
meet
oui.
so many French?
Oui, oui.
Yeah, he's going to. Chili, you can't go there. Not to Paris, but to Nicolas. Look.
Oh, oui, oui, chili. Mon petit chili.
Yeah, he's going to a workshop.
I'm gonna do a workshop in your homeland.
Yeah. You're gonna eat a lot of.
Pan.
Say the one with chocolate.
Éclair.
No, mi amor.
Pan au chocolat.
Yeah. What was the story that you said? Yeah, the éclair.
Yeah, that they didn't even give me a
Understand.
chance to
Yeah.
order and éclair.
Yeah.
You know, the vendors from the streets, the little carts that would, you could buy like a sandwich. Um, uh, I would see an éclair, and I was like, could I have un éclair, éclair? I don't know if it's
I don't know.
un, un éclair, s'il vous plaît. Nothing. I would get nothing. The guy was like, what? And I was like, come on, dude. What? I know I'm saying it wrong, but I also know I'm not super far from from what it is. No, the dude was like, you have to point. You have to point at it. I'm not gonna give it to you.
Vincent was saying éclair au
Éclair.
chocolat.
Éclair.
Oh, Chilita, no, ¿qué está pintando?
Non, Chilita.
So I'm gonna. Libre. No, mira.
No,
Ahí va a ir a
Chilita.
pedirte.
No,
Gracias.
no.
Pero no, tienes las manos muy pintadas. Mm.
Sí, se quiere trepar.
Vincent was saying if you don't speak the language, you can't get it. That's how we protect our culture.
I know. Overprotective, I feel.
I would do something that they will hate. I would
Which
just,
is?
if they don't let me order it, I would put my phone with the translator and I would put the speaker.
Well, I just pointed at the thing.
No,
so.
I mean, if
But
they're like, I
felt
don't
ridiculous.
get it. Because I'm trying my best. I mean, I'm not from here, so.
Yeah.
I just want the bread you have there, so.
The French.
How do you say? I want to know how you do the pronunciation of.
Éclair?
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, it's not that much more complicated. Éclair. Éclair. I'm going to do my best Google Translate. Éclair. Éclair.
No.
Éclair. Éclair. Éclair.
Eclair.
No.
Yeah. Listen.
What is it? An electronic
No,
electronic
listen,
eclair?
listen.
Éclair.
Eclair. A ver. So. ¿Cómo se escribe?
Éclair?
No.
Oh.
So.
Un éclair, s'il vous plaît. Evil person. Evil man.
But it's like s'il.
No,
S'il vous-
no, but you don't say the L. No, it's like the L doesn't sound. S'il vous plaît. Si.
So the eclair, not eclair. Eclair.
No, not
But the
eclair.
eclair guy is talking, so I don't know if I have to trust your pronunciation corrections.
I'm gonna say that it was never my problem.
Look, Vincent was saying, Danny, your eclair was perfect.
Oh my eclair?
Thank you,
No.
Vincent.
No.
So I would be able to get one.
Okay.
I could get one for you.
No, I
when
don't
we
want
go
it now.
together.
I don't want it now.
Let's see. So Vincent was saying we bought some panela not long ago, but we don't know how to use it. Can you make cakes with it?
Yes.
Yes. And there's a drink that we love here.
Oh,
So
you
you
could just
make
put it
like
in
a
water.
lemonade
Yeah.
with panela. It's very good. And you can drink it cold or hot.
Yeah.
And it is very, very good.
Yeah, just substitute it for whatever you use as sugar. So, perfect. Where did you get it? Where did you get it from? Curious. I mean, it's sugar cane, so you could probably get that anywhere. But
And how would you do the pronunciation of panela?
panela,
Panel.
But you know what? If he was in Colombia, and if he said una panela, por
They
favor,
would be very kind.
people would be like, "Oh, we love you.
What else? do
We
you want?"
love you.
Yeah.
Here, it's $100."
Can I get an autograph? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of great things you could do with panela.
Vanilla.
Panela. Mm. So Van Sant was saying Nicolas needs to bring you to Paris to order pastries and cakes. And then he was saying, but it's a big rock block. Yeah. Yeah, that's how panela is. You can even eat it, like cut a little bit of the
Yeah,
block
just
and eat it.
yeah, grate it like you do with cheese. You could do
Or
that.
just
Or just
cut
like
a
cut it
little.
and smash it a little
Yeah.
bit. I mean, it'll dissolve in hot water.
If you have a sore throat,
Yeah.
it's also very good for that.
Try it with I used it to sweeten my tea. So if you drink tea in the morning, try to use a little bit of that and you'll
So
get
good.
like the flavor is so beautiful.
Yeah, I'm trying to see some recipes.
Vanilla. No, it's
Some
just like it's a
panela.
substitute. So, you know,
Pan o panela.
vanilla.
Panola, no. um, ¿Qué más con panela?
Cualquier cosa, mi amor, es que la puede usar para cualquier receta y en vez de azúcar, si está usando azúcar morena, si está usando azúcar blanca, le echa panela en vez y ya.
You know
Isha.
what I use it for?
What?
So maybe this is a crime
Oh,
in
no.
Italy.
Okay, what are you saying?
But when I'm doing the Napolitan sauce for the pasta,
Yeah?
just to stable the flavor,
Stable the flavor. What is this?
como estabilizar el sabor.
¿Y
I
por
don't
qué el
know.
sabor necesita estabilizarse? ¿Qué está pasando?
Because you can feel it in your palate.
What?
Of course. I mean, I've tried it, and it's sometimes it needs something to bring it down a little bit.
Okay, so Michelin chef here.
Yes.
Daniela.
Daniela chocolate.
Mhm.
And
She's like stabilizing flavors here.
and I use a little bit of panela,
Vanilla.
and it's amazing. Van Sant was saying we got it at Eden Project in Cornwall. Okay, well, okay, we'll try. And to make cakes, we have to grate it. We only use sugar for cakes at home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because we also get the, like the little, ¿cómo se dice? Como los granulos?
Like granulated one, you could get it here.
Yeah,
so.
we get it. We even have here. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like a big bag of
Vanilla. Aquí al lado mío. La la panela.
chilila. You know, I was impressed now that we're
With what?
doing the pronunciation in
Okay.
French.
Well, apparently you're doing it because I
Yes.
can't
You're
get a
doing it.
break.
Another.
Yeah,
language.
mine is clearly not French. My
Um,
eclair is clearly
que
not
e-
eclair.
Eclair? No.
Hi, could you
I'm
give me an
eclair.
eclair? Of course, mon chéri, of course, you are French.
No, I was gonna say that I was with my mother, like in a waiting room, and there was someone doing Duolingo.
Yeah,
Yeah, like a French Duolingo.
yeah.
So I'm just remembering
Oh, that's where
that.
you picked it up?
No, no, I was just listening to it. Then they changed to English.
Yeah.
Yeah. The funny part is that their phone had like the loudest speaker ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
oh, no, it's-
he was doing the tasks where he has
God.
to like record his
oh
voice.
my God.
But I
what
love
an
that he
idiot.
was no.
Oh, yeah, I don't like this
No,
person.
he was like an older
I don't like this
person
older
learning.
person.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say that I was very impressed. I think it was like 2 days ago that a friend
Yeah.
of ours posted a story on Instagram, Kelly,
Okay.
that she's been doing. You know that when you do Duolingo for certain days in a row, you
Yeah, I
get
know.
an award.
Oh,
She
I
has
never.
800 days in a row.
Okay.
That's like
a
crazy
lot, yeah.
dedication.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what is she learning?
Something in Duolingo because
Spanish.
it never It never says, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna ask her what she's been learning.
Yeah, but I was very impressed. She's very dedicated to it.
Yeah.
Mm, Van Sant was saying panela is not easy to find here. By the
No.
way, I really like the Boxer series.
Thank you,
I have to
Vincent.
admit that I miss a bit the early days of the channel. This
Oh, me too.
with its weekly themes.
I know, me too, but
Yeah.
we would be dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh Sega J. Charrua was saying, I would love to see you painting Balrog, the boxer from Street Fighter.
Oh, well, that's a Tyson. I mean, you know that Balrog was M. Bison. So in Japan, originally, his name was M. Bison. So he still is Bison in Japan. So he was clearly just a Mike Tyson like clone, but
Mhm.
instead of M.
A
Tyson,
bootleg, would you
yeah,
say?
he was a bootleg Tyson. But
Mhm.
instead of M. Tyson, he was M. Bison.
Mhm.
But when they brought it here to the West, they switched Balrog and Bison. So Bison ended up being like the last boss, and Balrog is now the fighter.
Mm.
Yeah, my fight money, something like that.
Great.
Yeah, my
Story.
fight money. He just says something like that.
Sega was saying, that's why I said the boxer. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna do a Tyson
Yes.
for the series. Yes.
And I'm gonna call him Balrog. Yeah, it was funny because somebody in the comments when I did the Tyson, they were like, "Oh, my Punch Out didn't have a Tyson," and I was like, "Oh, you don't know, you don't know." So this person had been playing Punch Out and never realized that the original game was Mike Tyson's Punch Out. So very sad. Very
Sega
sad
J.
person.
Charrua was saying genius.
Muchas gracias.
Maybe Tyson.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. Um, Irvin Torres Art was saying,
Irvin.
hi guys, it's been a
Irvincito.
while. Happy to see ya. I've been so busy. By the way, I made a digital sketch of Crawford. I plan to make it an oil painting. Oh, that's cool, Irvin. What have you been doing? Tell us a little bit more about your life these days.
Yeah.
It's good to see you here again.
Irvincito.
Irvin Cito. What would be your boxer name?
Oh, I mean,
If
it
you
would be
had
my
to.
name, but what would be my nickname? Like how they present you in the ring?
Yeah. that's what I was
Oh, like the Italian stallion
Mm.
was Rocky.
saying. Mhm.
I would be. What would I be?
I mean, you had the username Bristlebrush, and that would
No,
be
no, no. But I
amazing.
want something that it usually has to do with where you're from, a little bit. Like
Colombian.
the Colombian? No, the Colombian something. So,
Colombian coconut.
well, yeah, I mean that would make me an idiot, but
The Colombian.
yeah, or so for me it would be you could use Colombian or the Madison, I'm from Madison, Wisconsin, so Madison.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you would change your identity.
The
from
Madison
being
Milk Dud.
The Colombian milk dud.
The Colombian Milk Dud, maybe. Yeah, I like that. Colombian Milk Dud. Cuz I would be like 0 and 43. And they have knocked me out 43 times.
And what would be my name?
Daniela. Let's see. Let's see.
The Furious Petite
Okay, this is
something.
not.
No?
Okay, this is so bad.
Okay.
It was
I
a,
mean,
it
the
was a bad
Colombian milk
idea.
dud was good. Okay.
I'm 0 and 43. What do you
Mm.
expect me to be? Like that's perfect.
Mm,
Yeah, but no, nothing for you. Sorry. No. You could be Kind of like quick, maybe quick and scrappy.
No,
You're
I
like
would be terrible too.
okay. So the
Tiny and afraid.
oh my god, but this is like like where did you meet? It's like uh
um, no, I don't know.
yeah. I'll think about it. Let me think about it. You're still thinking about it.
Of
Don't like
course.
yeah. But you can stay there like frozen for like 10 minutes. Danny, let it go. Oh Jesus Christ, Danny Lira.
No, I'm thinking.
I know
I
you
mean, if
are.
you want to talk, you can talk
While you're thinking.
while I think.
So while the
Brain is frying over here.
yeah. No, I want to call you something with
You're also.
Chihuahua.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
Yeah, the shorty from Chihuahua.
No, because
The
then I'm
Chihuahua
not.
the
No, because
Chihuahua
I'm
the
not
Chihuahua
Mexican.
shorty. It doesn't matter. You're the Chihuahua shorty. La Chihuahua shorty. Daniela. Oh, come
Look, look,
on. Look, she loves it. Oh, that's so you.
look. She thinks that you're like playing
Because
with her or something.
Chihuahua recognized
Do
Chihuahua.
it again.
Y en esta esquina, ¿no? La Chihuahua shorty, Daniela. Look, she's getting
She's gonna
excited.
jump.
She's
Yeah.
gonna jump.
Um. Irvin Torres Art was saying, well, still teaching English, but I've been working on my drawing skills to better my paintings. Also, teaching art. I've been making lots of resources for my students.
That's
Oh,
excellent.
that's great, Irvin. Chili. And what would be Chili's boxing name?
Okay, this is getting out of hand.
The bee sting.
The bee sting?
Yeah. Mm. Bee sting. Bee sting. I don't know.
There we go. That was short lived. Great.
I would be the short lived
Okay.
because I would be there
Oh,
like
they
one
knocked it.
second.
One and
I'm
0 and 1.
short, yeah.
0 and 1 and you
Yeah.
retire. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would try to get into the ring and I would like fail.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that video of that one dude? He's gonna fight like a really big dude. These are probably like heavyweights. I don't know if like, well, they look like heavyweights. And he goes into the ring, and the ref is actually talking to them. They both go to their corners, and
He
bell
runs
rings.
out.
Yeah, bell rings, and he's just like out the ropes, and he just walks out.
I don't know why. I mean, I said that
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know why I feel I've seen the video.
I always thought it's because the other guy was like huge, and he was like, "Oh fuck this."
I don't want to die today.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh fuck this," but no. He was just I read a little bit more, and that was just his way of complaining about the deal he got. He wasn't going to get paid or something like that, or I don't know. Something happened with the contract for that fight, and he was protesting that. So
Maybe that was a great excuse
well,
to
the
say
other
that he
dude,
was afraid.
my money would have been on the other dude. So he was clearly a lot bigger, like a lot bigger. So
Andres Garces was saying, "Hola, looks great."
gracias, Andres.
Hey, Andres. Cody Winnicky was saying, all short lived. If you
Yeah.
get in the ring with her, your career will be short lived.
Over.
I would be, yeah, but because they kill me. If you kill someone in the ring, I'm sorry,
Okay,
this went
is
into
what.
a dark
Yeah,
place.
where are we going with this?
But are you accused?
No.
Like, can you be charged?
No.
Or
If you
do
do
they
it,
like
No.
sign some papers?
I'm guessing I'm
beforehand?
guessing contractually, like that if you go into the ring, like something can happen. Like, yeah. I mean, if you just get and like if somebody kills you because they knowingly punch you in the back of the head, for example, which
Mhm.
is a punch that you can't do in boxing. because it can kill you. Because it can like
Yeah.
literally kill you.
Yeah, it has
Yeah, if you
like
do that, yeah,
penalization
that's
to
like
that.
assault. That's like assault, and if you die, for sure. Um, but no, but if Mike Tyson just gives me like a liver punch, like he just punches me on the liver and it explodes, and I just like die of infection. No, he just punched me really hard, and that's about it. Like,
Yeah. Well, I feel that if I was walking in the same street with Mike Tyson and he
okay,
trips and falls
he trips and falls on top of
falls
you.
on top of me, I
Yeah,
would
you're dead.
die.
Yeah, you're dead.
1,000%.
Yeah, 0-1, Danny again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't even recognize who I was.
No, no, no.
Just like
you would
dental
be like Tom
records.
and Jerry.
They
like
would need
flat.
dental records. Yeah.
No, your teeth are flat. Also.
Well,
Yeah. So.
yeah. Irvin Torres Art was saying, I gotta go, but it was nice watching you guys. Keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you. Best of luck,
See you soon,
Irvin.
Irvin. Hope to see you soon. Cody, what would be your name?
Cody.
Your boxing name.
Where are you originally from, Cody? I'll give you a good one.
Isn't it Loveland? Love something?
Yeah, but originally,
I'm forgetting the name.
So-
Loveland, yeah. Love? Because I was thinking, Cody was saying that he was hot and frustrated. So it would be funny. Something with that.
The hot and frustrated boxer? No, that sounds like boxer shorts. Yeah, what are you doing? No.
The
No, I'm hot and I'm frustrated. Yeah, 1-900 Cody.
yeah.
No. No. I don't think so.
Yeah,
Danny
that's like a
Alira.
hotline. Yeah. um I don't know.
You don't know why you're laughing? Or you do know why you're laughing, but I don't know if I want to change this glove, I feel. I don't like the shape. Well, I like the shape, but I just don't like that the thumb is just so weird there.
So Cody was saying,
yeah, what was Cody saying?
I'm originally from Flagstaff, Arizona.
Flagstaff, Arizona.
And Cody was saying, I'm really tall. Almost 6'5". Really long skinny arms. Ha ha ha. Don't know what that adds up to.
So he's
So
like the flagpole.
He's the flag.
The flagpole from Flagstaff, Arizona.
The flagpole.
0-8.
The flagpole, Arizona? Arizona's flagpole.
No, I did it like no, it was fine.
Flagstaff pole.
Oh Jesus, fuck me. It was
The
fine.
hot and frustrated.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know, it's weird because we always
The hot
talk
and
here.
frustrated,
but I-
pole dancing,
Yeah.
lanky ass.
What? Because we always talk here,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Do you have like an image of someone? I know that with Instagram we can see some of the people that we talk here,
Yeah.
but I don't know why I never even thought about Cody's height.
Yeah.
And it makes me think about the time that Avi thought that I was tall.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean,
those were his fantasies. I mean.
no, because we've been talking here and I feel like we know each other,
Yeah.
but I feel that when we meet in person, it's like a new
Disappointing.
person.
Yeah.
Disappointing? No,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
new
yeah.
person. Cody was saying, ha ha ha, that could start to get real weird. But the flagpoles
Okay.
is good.
No.
Flagstaff.
No. I just imagine him like hot and frustrated.
Okay,
Hi.
now that's your fantasy.
Hi.
Prince Burbones was saying, confirmed. Cody is quite tall.
How tall did he say he was? 6'5"?
Almost 6'5".
Oh, dude, you're enormous.
What's 6'5" in
It's like
meters?
195, something like
Really?
that. Yeah. 196 maybe? Yeah, no, you're way tall for us.
1.95.58.
Yeah.
So it's like Fede.
Yeah, but that's too tall. Like for Colombians, that is really tall. Like
Yeah.
that is exceedingly tall.
Mm, well, not exceedingly.
Yeah, for us, yes. I mean, there's people that are tall here
Yeah,
for
because
sure.
people could say I'm exceedingly short.
No, but it's more customary to see a shorter person here in Colombia than a really tall person.
Hmm.
I would say that for
But I
sure.
think in the US,
Oh, you're fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of tall people.
Oh, it's very some people love that. Some people, if you're not 6 foot, which I'm not, for example, then
Which
no,
I
you're
am,
not
of course.
interested. People
I
are not
am.
interested in you. We found each other, Danny. We're not concerned with those things.
No. I mean, you love that I'm 6'5". So
The
that's
flagpole.
all.
Yeah.
Prince Bones. Oh no, I already read that. Um, yeah.
I think we're almost good. We're almost there, I think, with this dude.
Gabriel Pozzo
What's up?
was saying still very tall for US standards though.
Yeah, that's a tall
LOL.
dude. 6'5", yeah. You could do you didn't do any sports?
Cody,
Cody.
are you still here? Maybe he's cuz I mean
Well, it
they
takes
don't
a
have
while for the sound to get to him, so.
they don't have AC. So and they're playing.
I know, it takes a
So
lot of AC power to cool that, all that height.
Julia Tovar
All
dice
that.
hello OPL. I'm loving in all caps this boxer series.
Oh, it's so nice. Gracias, Juliecita.
¿Qué más, Julia? Artem Nevermind was saying, what kind of surface are you working on? Looks like a primed sketchbook paper.
It is a sketchbook paper. It's not primed.
It's unprimed, yeah. Andres Garces was saying, when my parents lived in Colombia, my 5'11 mom was a marvel.
Yeah, it's a tall woman. Yeah.
¿Cuánto es eso en...?
Es como 1,79, 1,80 de pronto.
Eh,
1,78, 79, voy a decir.
5, 11. 180.
Yeah, that's a tall woman
Yeah.
here.
But I have to say, I mean, your sisters and your mom are not that tall, but they're tall
For
for
us,
Colombian
again,
women. Yeah.
Yeah, it's different, and the world is a different,
I am short everywhere in the world.
Well, that's consistent. That's
And I
beautifully
like that.
consistent.
Yeah. Cody was saying, I always get to help people get stuff off the top shelf at the store. Haha. Makes me
Perfect.
feel needed.
Hell yeah.
I played basketball and did swim team in high school. I also help people when they need something it sounds dumb, but in
No.
tiny spaces.
Yeah.
I could fit in tiny spaces to get
Yeah.
things.
So she
when
could fix
something
your
gets...
AC. Could you go through the vent, Danny? Could you
Yeah.
Could you go through the webbing and just
Yeah.
here's a screw, Danny.
Yeah.
Go.
And it's always amazing when, for example, we are in a car ride
Yeah.
and there's too many people.
Oh, you always fit.
Always.
Yeah.
And I'm always comfortable.
Yes, always.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Small plane seat doesn't matter.
No.
You're like
I don't even
could
touch
sleep.
the ground.
No. It,
No, but
it
to
might
be
as well be a
honest-
hammock for you.
To be honest, I don't know if you remember when we were sitting. I mean, your mom has crazy long.
She has long legs, yeah.
legs.
Very long legs.
But I remember that
I
I
have
was-
short femurs.
Yeah, because I'm way shorter than you.
We have
way
the same
shorter.
length of femur, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just I was.
You're proportionate, which makes me feel like
but I have to
I
say
am
that-
a mistake.
No, but my torso compared to my legs, I feel I have a little bit longer legs than torso.
I don't. Well,
My
I don't
torso
see
is
it,
short.
but
I have a short torso.
I've never. I think you're perfect, but
No, it doesn't make me perfect or unperfect, imperfect,
Unperfect. That's perfect way.
unperfect.
Yeah.
Um, it's just what it is. So I feel I have a little bit longer legs, but you're proportionate too.
I have short legs. I'm
No, it's
noticing now.
no, you have a long torso.
Oh, and a very wide back of the head. We made fun of that in this Rome
You have a
workshop.
wide back of the neck
Well, the back of the head, like my width,
of the head
not
of
my
the
not
neck.
my width when I'm looking, in front. Like if you see me frontal, like if I'm looking at you, perfectly normal. If I turn sideways, my profile, so from my forehead to the back of my head.
I see it
No,
completely normal.
David Simon told me that it's like freakish.
No, but it is.
It's
I mean,
freakish.
he says that because
Maybe
he
that's why I
makes a
can remember.
measurement
He makes tons of
for
measurements.
the sculpture.
I know. So he showed me in his measuring notebook, like all the graphs that he had of the people that he's measured, and he showed me, how I compared to the back of the head.
Really? I don't
Yes.
see nothing
No,
weird.
it's incredible, and that's why I feel my neck feels kind of wide in the back. Yeah, I think I'm a different species. I do think so.
Okay.
Like a Homo nectus.
Homo nectus?
I don't know.
No.
Something.
Mm.
Well,
Mm.
don't talk like that. Don't talk about my people like that. You can't say that. I can.
I would love to see
My people?
David's reaction
Oh, he was
if
laughing.
he would see if
No,
he would
but
see the craters in my head.
oh
Because
the
I have like
the bumps.
I feel like
Yeah, you were dropped
I was dropped like
many times.
10 times at
Many.
least.
Many times.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe that's why I laugh that much.
yeah.
And
May-
not with comedies.
yeah,
maybe they damaged my
Maybe-
comedy.
Oh, the side
part
of
of
your
the brain, yeah.
That's actually like funny.
I am actually funny.
You are.
I don't find fun in lots of places, but
Okay, see,
I am
that's the part of your brain that is missing speaking.
Prince Burbones was saying my friend's mom is somewhere around 5'11 to 6'1, and I feel like a small child next to her. Haha, I'm 5'5". So how tall is 5'5"? Because I don't know.
Like 170 maybe. 169.
5'5", 165. You're
Short.
no. Zoe is not short. 165?
Oh no. I thought this was I didn't catch
You
that
thought it was
Zoe's.
Andres? No. It's Prince Burbones.
Oh,
no?
yeah. No.
I mean, I'm way shorter than that.
Danny's petite.
Yes, I am. And let's see. Prince Burbones was saying, I think I would be considered short/average here. Yeah, but it's like average. Like,
Here?
no.
Oh.
There in the US.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I would be on the shorter end, I feel.
I would, of course, be short.
Yeah, I mean, it's different.
Andres Garces was saying, did you watch Que Pasa USA?
No.
It's the original bilingual comedy. No, and I saw your message, but we haven't.
No.
But I started again, thanks to Julia, Modern Family. So do you want to talk about how I've been laughing?
You've been laughing like
like a dumb.
No, not like a dumb. No.
Yeah.
You just happily been watching the show.
Yeah. I'm in like episode 4 or something from the first season. And it's just too good. It's too dumb and good. And I love it. And I love to see again all the very like young characters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like crazy. Time flies.
Time flies.
Time flies. What an amazing city. Cody, and are your parents tall? I want to know.
They're 5'2". Both of them.
Because I feel my mom and dad are petite.
No, your dad's not like,
Well, but they're not tall here.
Yeah, but you're here, your
Yeah.
dad wouldn't be like, "Oh, you're so short."
No, he's
No.
like average, but
Yeah.
my mom is petite.
Yeah,
My mom is smaller than I
your
am.
mom is petite.
Yeah.
100%. Yes.
Yeah. She's shorter than I am. And my sister is I don't know why she seems to be way taller than I am.
It's cuz her frame, you're curvier, but her frame is like like thinner or her like more straight.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes her feel like she's taller, but you guys are exactly the same.
No, she's a little bit taller.
It feels the same. It feels exactly the same.
Yeah. But I don't know why I always thought she was like way
Like
taller than
considerably
I am.
taller?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And then you made me realize.
I mean,
And I was like, oh, you know what? Yeah.
even like Susan is like
No, she's taller.
but not super,
She's
like,
like-
not way taller.
No, but she can be like Prince Bones. She's like 165, if I'm not wrong.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
10
yeah, 'cause-
centimeters taller.
Yeah.
No,
No,
of
not
course
10.
not. That she would be.
Almost.
Yeah, no.
I'm Nicolas, I'm taller than that. I've already made my
Okay, I'm
mention.
not. We can stop. We
No,
can stop.
I mean, when you started dating me, you said that I wasn't even 150, which is just. I mean, it
No,
would
that's
be
not
fine.
true. That
You
is so
said
not
that.
true.
You said that, and I
That is
remember you
not
took the
true.
meter out, and you were
That
like,
is-
"Oh, I'm wrong."
That is not true.
That is true. I told you were like, "How tall are you?" And I gave you the number, and you were like, "No, you're not even 150." And I was like, "What?"
That is not true.
Nicolas, look
That
at
is
my
so
face and
not
say
true.
it's not true.
That I can't because I'm painting right now.
Yeah,
but that
I
is
know
so
you.
not true.
Um, let's see. Julia was
Mhm.
saying, I'm rewatching The Office right now, and I do think that Danny would like it. I think Danny would like the Jim Dwight
Yeah.
dynamic at least. Maybe I would give it a try. But first, thanks to you, Julia, I'm gonna rewatch the whole Modern Family series. And when I say the whole, Nicolas knows me.
Oh, it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe twice.
She won't stop.
Yeah. I can't.
No,
stop.
it's just that it's perfect for Danny because she knows she's seen it before, so she can carve and watch it at the same time.
I mean, I was even cooking lunch yesterday. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
And I had the iPad in the dining room
yeah.
bar that
Bar?
we have,
Yeah.
like bar table, yeah. And I had it there, but I was cooking. But I was just listening to it in my headphones, and I was still laughing
Yeah.
because I can
I
like
noticed.
multitask because I
Yeah.
don't need to be watching what's
everything, but
happening.
yeah.
So, no, it was
I'm kidding.
it was great. I liked it. Mm, Artem Nevermind was saying, doesn't oil seep to the other side of the paper if it's not primed? I was thinking if I can paint with oil in my moleskin.
You can 100%.
So this is a moleskin
Yeah.
paper, like the sketchbook moleskin
yeah.
reference.
So let me finish with this one, and I'll show you a painting that we're shipping tomorrow. It's going Jurgen's way tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'll show you what the painting looks like from the back, so you can be at least. I mean, it is happening because any surface that is not like, in fact, surfaces that are primed, they're still absorbent. So the like the piece of cloth that is like linen or canvas, it still absorbs paint. I mean, that is going to happen. So, but I'll show you so that your mind can be at rest if that's something that's bugging you. It's where did I put it? Oh, I think it's on the countertop. Thank you, Danny Lira. And I think we're gonna stop because I think we're good. We're good. I think this is perfectly fine as a esa, sí. So this was the first. This is the first painting that This is the first painting that I did. Yeah, which is the which ended up becoming sort of Glass Joe, but and it kind of spurred these series. So you can see the painting here. It's already been quote unquote varnished. So But let me flip it so you could see the other side of the painting. So
So maybe in the bottom you can
yeah,
feel
I
like a
can kind of see
tiny.
the stains, but it's not as terrible as people think it is when you know, you usually just imagine let me see if I yeah, I didn't get any paint on it. But people usually imagine a mess, you know, when you turn the painting over. It's not a mess. Don't worry. You know, it's totally okay. In fact, I mean, Danny saw this also last year. Um, but we saw a painting that was done on paper, and it's like a high Renaissance painting that is done on paper. It's like this kind of study of this portrait, and it has to be over 450 years old. So, and it's perfect. It's perfectly fine. You know, there's no reason, and there wasn't any clue telling me that that the paper was, maybe it was sized. I mean, if I have to be very honest, it may have been sized, but it was clearly not primed. You could actually see the threading of the paper. It was quite beautiful. Um, so so yeah, I mean, it's not gonna last forever, I'm sure, but what does? So I don't know. Anyways,
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 thank you everyone.
anyways. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today, Daniel Lira.
Yes.
I think it's good. It's
Yes.
good.
It's great.
We're leaving it in a good place.
Good stage.
It is going to instruct the rest of the painting, I
Yeah.
think, quite well. And yeah. So this dude is going to be more, because I did King Hippo, I did more of like an orangey. He looked like one of those Rubens sort of, you know, very chunky, kind of like tanned,
Yeah.
you know, very Mediterranean, like sun-kissed skin
But I also
characters.
love that it can feel like a fake tan,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
like
love that.
the chambers. How do you call that?
The what?
Like the beds where you
Oh,
go
like
to.
tanning beds.
Tanning
Yeah.
beds,
The
yeah. The
chambers.
chambers.
The
It looks like a
chambers of
chamber.
sun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
One
looks
of the
like
sun
that, and I
chambers.
love to think that the character,
Yeah, yeah.
like he would 1,000%
Oh,
go.
super artificial. Yeah, tan, like old school wrestling
Yeah.
tan. So I love that shit too. He's gonna be more like uh I'm gonna try to see if Soroja has some paintings where you can see like I know that
Like
when
a
he painted kids, like their butts would be
yeah.
super light. But I'm gonna try to look for that. I mean, I'm using the same palette. Oh, are we seeing the
Yeah,
palette?
we are.
Oh,
I
okay.
just move it to the
Yeah, I'm
side so
using the
you will
same
see.
palette. Don't pay attention to the scarlet color right here. But I'm using titanium white, yellow ochre, terra rosa, raw umber, and ivory black. So don't pay attention to any of these two because I'm not using them for the, you know, the sort of base painting. I'm only using these as like accents. For example, King Hippo had like some orange shorts, some trunks, and I had to bring this in because if I tried to do orange with the same palette, it wouldn't really differentiate from the skin that I was from what I was doing with the body, from the skin tone that I was painting. So I had to bring that. And I have this because I was glazing. I don't know if you saw in what is like Glass Joe's, like the head and his gloves
Mm-hmm.
were kind of glazed. It was just a thin layer, or actually two thin layers of magenta over the underpainting. So they would be over this.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's not super lively because there's not like a very light color and then you're glazing it. It was actually glazed over something like this glove, for
Mm-hmm.
example. So, yeah, so I'm going to keep working on with this palette. So I got to make this dude more ochre, olivey ochre dominant, let's say. And I got to see how I paint the light of the body. I want to have that kind of nice suntan look,
Mm-hmm.
but I also don't want this to compete with the shorts, with the trunks, with the
Mhm.
light trunks, because I am going to paint these white.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I think that transitioning, and especially having this light mass here, so that's probably going to be my lightest light in the painting, against a mid-tone, like a light mid-tone against like these darker legs, is going to be super cool. It's going to be super, super cool. So, yeah.
Yeah. So thank you everyone
Thank
for
you.
joining us for this
Yes.
live stream.
Yes.
We are very happy
To be
when
here.
we
Yes.
can when we can stream,
Very happy. Yes.
and we're happy that you guys are here
Yeah.
and you can be our company.
Yes.
So we hope that you could join us in a future live stream. That would be very cool. If you want to do that, it would be great if you could consider subscribing so
Oh, come on.
you could know that we're here.
Yeah. You should subscribe.
Yeah,
Yeah. Come on.
it would be great.
Stop it.
If you want to ring the bell too.
You have to ring the bell.
We also have a webpage.
Yes.
It's called ourpaintedlives.com.
Yeah, these are showing up. When we finish them, they're showing up in the webpage. And
Yeah, and they're
Danny
available
is
for
carving at the moment. She's
Yeah.
she's sawing away, hacksawing away
Yeah.
at a new piece at the moment.
Yes.
But Danny's also been doing like a lot of extra painting stuff, like life stuff
Mm-hmm.
at the moment. So scheduling has been like a little crazy for us.
Mm-hmm.
But we're trying to be here as much as we can. So
Yes. And also we have Instagrams.
yes.
They're over here if
Yes.
you want to check those out.
What
and
else?
that's it.
I think that's it.
Yeah. So enjoy Chili's face for 1 second before we say goodbye. One. That was it.
That was it.
Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone.
Thank you all. We'll see you.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
we'll see you soon.
Yes. Bye.
Bye. Wait, because I have to
Wait.
move
Bye.
these over here so I can
Okay.
stop it.
Ciao.